go, baby! Monday Night Football, week 1 of the NFL season. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hashtag Sports. I'm already excited. Divisional matchup, week 1. We've waited all weekend. We've waited 6 months. We've waited 6 months for this. 6 months to see our Buffalo Bills open the season back up. And who thought it would be on prime time television? That's where the Bills have come. That's how far the Bills have come. They said, let's make the Buffalo Bills the marquee game. Yeah, we got Aaron Rodgers. It's going to be a great story for the Jets. It's going to be a great story. But this is where the fairy tale ending comes to an end. Because the Bills are going to open up a can on the Jets. Or are they? Or are they, ladies and gentlemen? Again, welcome to Hashtag Sports. I want to thank you all for joining me for what is going to be a fun night. It's going to be a fun night. Hopefully a good game. Hopefully not like the game we had last night. Kind of a blowout last night. So hope we get something a little bit better. As I continue to try to get into some of the things that I'm going to do live. Hey, Chris. See you all in the chat. Hey, D. Robert. Rick, I see the inactives. You know that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the inactives. We're going to give you my 3 keys to victory today. We're going to give you a lot of stuff. We're going to talk all game long during commercial breaks, during certain breaks in action about the action both Thursday and yesterday. Already a full slate of games played except for one. Also, I know why they don't do 2 Monday night games on opening weekend anymore, and they do it week 2. Don't know why that is either. Week 2, we have 2 Monday night football games, and it's weird because they start at like 7 and 8 instead of, I think before, like one started at 6:40 and the other one started at like 9. So that way you could get most of the first game in before. Hey, John, good to see you in the house. Let's go. And as you're coming in, guys, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Let me know that you appreciate all that we do here at Hashtag Sports, because we definitely appreciate you guys. So again, thank you so much for joining us. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with my computer here, guys. So give me 1 second as I try to get things going here. As we get in, I do want to make sure we take a quick moment to remember what today is, as my voice calms down a little bit and I get ready to talk about it a little bit. I do want to make sure that we remember what today is, and I'm sure plenty of you. Hey, Daniel, good to see you. Glad that you're in the house. Not gonna lie, I'm nervous, says John. I am too. But yeah, let's never forget, right? Never forget. Today is September 11th, 2023. 22 years ago today. Obviously, at least all of us were alive 22 years ago today, and probably 30 or older. Remember what happened on this day. And no matter what you think of the world today or America today or whatever, we never want to forget the people whose lives were lost. I never want to forget people whose lives were lost tragically in any event, but an event of that magnitude, an event that really, had a lot of things, happen after that really defined a lot of people's, that maybe even that generation. We lost a lot of lives that day, and that's sad. And we will always remember that. Never forget the brave men and women who went into those buildings as they were getting burnt down, as they were getting ready to crumble to try to save lives. We all know the story of the guy with the red bandana, right? The guy who just went back and forth, saving as many people, getting as many people out of the building as he could, before, unfortunately, the building ended up collapsing on him. So there's so many good stories that came from that about perseverance and the human spirit and the human will that we will never forget. And hopefully you never do forget, because I definitely remember where I was. I'm sure anyone else who was part of that day, they remember where they were too. So just wanted to say that real quick. 18 of you in here already. I appreciate every single one of you. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Less than 30 minutes away from kickoff. So again, appreciate all of you being here. So we do want to talk a little bit about the inactives. Rick says, I'm not nervous. It's week 1. I remember the Chiefs started like 3-4 last year. They did. That being said, if I were the Giants, I might panic. Cameron comes in and says 38-31. That's a high-scoring game for these two teams. Buffalo comes in and says almost times. Hey, when is kickoff? Oh, well, so kickoff is originally scheduled for 8:15. That's why I do this 7:45. I always go live half an hour before kickoff. So make sure as you guys are rolling in here, if you're new to the channel, first of all, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Watching on YouTube, but here to add a comment for the algorithm. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Really appreciate that. But make sure you hit that thumbs up too, because it also helps the algorithm. And listen, wouldn't you rather listen to me than Joe Buck and Troy Aikman? Like, wouldn't you just rather listen to me than Joe Buck and Troy Aikman? But I know that it was raining pretty heavily there. 7:15 Central. Yeah, I know it was raining pretty heavily there. So I'm not sure, and maybe even some lightning in the area. So I'm not even sure if it's gotten pushed back at all. It still says 8:15 according to me. So we'll see what happens. Jets versus Bills. Yeah, guys, as you come in to moderate, make sure you help me out as best as you can. Sure, rather listen to you. I appreciate that, Tom. Appreciate that. But thank you again for joining us. Hit that thumbs up button. Let's talk about the inactives for today's game. We'll start with the New York, New Jersey, Jets, Jets. The Jets have 6 inactives for today's game. 2 wide receivers, Irvin Charles and Jason Brown-Lee. A running back, Israel Abanikanda. I hope I say that correctly. Sorry if I messed that up. Offensive lineman, Max Mitchell. Defensive lineman, Carl Lawson. And listen, guys, if they are that deep defensive line, like stick out at Carl Lawson, you know you got a long day ahead of you. And linebackers, Zaire Barnes are the inactives for the New York, New Jersey, Jets. If you look at our Buffalo Bills, even more if Collinsworth was doing tonight for you said, Tom. Yeah, just wait till we get into Bills versus Chiefs, because Tony Romo and Chris Collinsworth both love themselves some Patty Mahomes. So anyway, it's funny. My wife yesterday, we were watching the Giants game, or maybe it was Thursday. But even yesterday, we were watching the Giants game, and I think Chris Collinsworth said something, and I was like, "You always love Patty Mahomes." And she was like, "Why do you hate on Patrick Mahomes so much? I didn't even hear you hate on Tom Brady as much." And the truth is, guys, I don't hate on Patrick Mahomes. And if you've watched these streams, I don't hate on most people. Like, I just don't hate on them. Like, okay, they win a lot and they beat our team, and that sucks. But I'm not gonna hate. Like, that seems too much for me. And it's not that I hate Patrick Mahomes. I don't. I mean, his cousin or nephew or brother or whoever it is annoying with his TikToks or whatever. But it's just this overhyped. Like, he's great. He's one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. I get that, and there's no reason why we can't just stop the conversation there. We don't have to say, oh, he does so much right, and every throw he makes is the best throw ever. And Jets, good defense, good QB, okay receivers, questionable offense. OC. I like the Bills tonight, says Skippy. Again, leave me your prediction in the comment section, and I'm gonna give you my score prediction before we go live, right before kickoff, I should say. It's not that I hate Patrick Mahomes. I don't at all. He's the greatest quarterback in the game today, and one of the greatest of all times. But that's just how I feel. Going to the Buffalo Bills, going to their inactives for today's game. You got, and I want to talk about this a little bit. You got Kaiir Elam, first round pick 2 years ago, and now he's sitting here inactive. That's not a good sign. A lot of people thought at the beginning of training camp, hey, by the end of preseason, Kaiir Elam will get it right? He'll figure it out. I was one of them. Who said Kaiir Elam's going to figure this out. To start the season on the inactives list just doesn't sit well with me, and it shouldn't sit well with Bills fans at all. Seems like that might be a miss here. Chris Jenkins says Bills by 50. Nothing's changed. Largemouth comes in and says Bills 31, Jets 21. D. Roberts says 27-23. King Cam, good to see you, buddy, says 24-10. Rick says 34-28. Wow, lots of high-scoring games. Who cares? Dump him for a 5th in 6 months, whatever. Well, again, still a young guy. You don't want to give up on him, but yeah, it's not a good sign to see him as an inactive. Damar Hamlin is inactive for today's game. A lot of people upset about that, saying that he just used up a roster spot just because of the situation from last year. I don't believe that to be the case. I look at our defensive backs. Last year, Damar Hamlin was a starter against the Jets, week 6 in our first game against the Jets. We didn't have Mike Hyde. We didn't have Jordan Poyer. They're healthy now. So it's obviously a different dynamic. So hopefully they stay on the field. We got Tyler Rapp now. He's there. So I think that we just have a very good safety room. Defensive backs, in general, we have a very strong defensive back room, and I think that's going to bode well for the Buffalo Bills. Kingsley Jonathan inactive today, Jermaine Ifedi out today, and Alec Anderson inactive today as well. You look at the Buffalo Bills team, and we're looking at the actives now, giving you the game day roster. Game day roster presented to you by Buffalo Bills PR on Twitter. So make sure you follow them if you don't on Twitter. Yes, all three of them are active as well. So make sure that if you're not following them on Twitter, you give them a follow. So we have, obviously, our quarterbacks are Allen and Allen. Josh Allen, the number 1, Kyle Allen, number 2. Offensive line, we're carrying 8 offensive linemen today: Mitch Morse, Osiris Torrance, Connor McGovern, Ryan Bates, Deion Dawkins, Ryan Van DeMark, David Edwards, and Spencer Brown. Running backs: James Cook, Damian Harris, Latavius Murray, and Reggie Gilliam at fullback. So 4 technically, even though Reggie Gilliam might play more of the tight end role, but we do have 3 tight ends as well. It was rare last season. We saw 4 running backs and 3 tight ends. So that says a lot about the type of game the Bills plan on playing offense. Hopefully we get that running game going, and we don't need Josh Allen to create it. Quentin Morris, Dalton Kincaid, and Dawson Knox are 3 tight ends. 5 wide receivers: Shakir, Hardy, Davis, Diggs, and Shearfield. Good to see them in there. But maybe down the line you'll see maybe 6 receivers being carried by this team. But again, you look at a guy like Dalton Kincaid, he pretty much could be that slash guy, right? Receiver / tight end, just depending on where he lines up. Defensive line: Rousseau. We have 9 defensive linemen: Rousseau, Leonard Floyd, AJ Epineza, Shaq Lawson, Ed Oliver. Ed Oliver step up this season. Maybe not just this game, but this season. I want to see us get pressure on Aaron Rodgers. We'll talk about that with my 3 keys to victory, as I think Aaron Rodgers is a big statue. Hey, Christopher, Tom, 5150, playing at the same stadium. Yes, it's the same exact stadium. And you just wonder what the field's going to be like, considering the last 2 days it's been raining pretty heavily in New York City. But they have a turf field, so hopefully they are able to get the water draining, and it won't be as big of an issue. But let's Ed Oliver, Daquan Jones, Jordan Phillips, Poona Ford, and Tim Settle. Loved what I saw Poona Ford during preseason and during training camp. Hopefully that carries over to the regular season. Linebackers, you get Terrell Dotson, Dorian Williams, Terrell Bernard, Tyler Matakovic, and Matt Milano. Very interested to see, with 9 defensive backs being carried, how often we have one of them in the box, kind of playing that linebacker / position for the Buffalo Bills. Defense backs, we got Tron Johnson, Taylor Rapp, Jordan Poyer, Micah Hyde, Trey White, Dane Jackson, Saran Neal, Cam Lewis, and Christian Benford. And then your special teams are Tyler Bass, Sam Martin, and Reed Ferguson. So that is the Buffalo Bills team. They are rolling out there today. Again, looks like they're planning to run pretty heavily here. Ryan Clark was the first to pick the game at ESPN. He picked the Bills to win 24-23. Again, let me know your predictions over in the comment section if you haven't already. Poona Ford is the man. Why no Christian Kirkley? Just, again, you can only dress so many, right? You can only dress so many for this Buffalo Bills team. To me, interesting story tonight: offensive line, right side linebacker. What kind of defense is McDermott calling? How's the D-line looking? We have plenty of weapons. Yes, we do. We have plenty of weapons, and this is not a game where we're going to look and say, oh, man, we're looking for this offense to explode. If this offense explodes, if this offense puts up 34-38, Bills by 50, right? If they do that, then first of all, you wonder if the Jets, are as good as they've been hyped up to be. And second, you really have to start, if you're any other team in the NFL, you really have to start looking at this Buffalo Bills offense and saying they're a threat. They are a threat. So we'll see what happens. Chivas Gold comes in, says 45-0. Hopefully thinks Bills. Frank says 27-24 Bills. Coker's on the practice squad. Right. That is correct, Rick. Scott comes in and says, I'm going to puke. I hope not. I hope you stick with me all game. But I guess you can puke and still stick with me. So make sure there's a bucket nearby. Other than Ryan, everyone else is picking the Jets. It's on Scott Van Pelt now to see who he picks. But Robert, whatever, Alex, whoever, and Marcus, whatever, all picked the Jets to win 2017, 27-17, and 27-20, respectively. I respectfully say, y'all stupid. And Scott comes in and says Jets win 23-20 as well. Aaron Rodgers is going for his 10th straight Monday Night Football win today, while Josh Allen has thrown for more touchdowns of any quarterback in their first 5 Monday Night Football games. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens here tonight, as the game will get underway here in about 15 minutes Use the radar. Use what radar? What are you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about. What am I doing? I don't know. We all know I don't know what I'm doing, so good luck. All right, so my 3 keys to victory as we are 15 minutes away. And just give me a second, guys. I haven't seen my kids today, and my wife just picked them up and brought them home. So I'm going to have them come down so they can say goodnight. I hope you guys don't mind, but I love my boys, and I want to see them under the radar. Gotcha. Let the media keep us under the radar. Yeah, Scott Van Pelt also picked the Jets, which is fine. I don't care. I like Scott Van Pelt, so I won't give him too overtime. Of course not. Family first at hashtag sports. Yeah, absolutely. Mi familia. And you're part of my hashtag family. You know what I'm saying? I look forward to this part of my life so much. Not just the NFL season, but hanging out with you guys and being able to just talk Buffalo Bills football, talk some sports in general. Again, 24 of you in here before kickoff is awesome. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. So let's talk about my 3 keys to victory. So I have 3 keys to victory here, and it dates back to last season. Last season, the Buffalo Bills, and this could be a 3 keys to victory for this game or 3 keys to victory for this season, right? And it goes back to both. We just asking, thanks, Buffalo. Hey, I appreciate you, Frank. Appreciate you. So my first key to victory is, I don't know if people remember this. The first game against the Jets last year, the Bills got the opening kickoff, and they drove downfield into the red zone. And how did the drive end? With a turnover. Hey, how we doing? It's Bills football time. Are you excited? Yeah. What?
Good night.
Say, guys, good night. I love you. Do you want a hug? All right.
Do you know what you learned today?
What'd you learn today? Don't let pigeons stay awake?
Stay up late.
Oh, stay up late. Yeah, you shouldn't let pigeons stay up late. They need their sleep, just like you need your sleep.
And you know
What?
Tired.
That pigeon always says he's not tired. He really is. All right. Gabe Davis, 85-yard TD. Go Bills. All right, love you guys. Mwah.
But this time I got a book about snakes.
About snakes? I look forward to reading it with you. I love you, Jared. Bye. All right. Go Bills. Go Bills. All right. Thank you, guys. So my first key to victory. All right, especially when you're on the positive side of the ball, no turnovers. All right, you're going to have turnovers. D. Robert says, love you guys. If you need help knowing who D. Robert is, I'll tell you later. So my first key to victory, 0 turnovers. Cool kids. Thanks, Frank. I appreciate it. 0 turnovers, especially like when you're getting ready to score, right? That's the worst. When you're getting ready to score. I know we hate short field, giving the other team short fields, all that kind of stuff. But when you have potential points and you give it away to the other team, even if you hold them 3 and out, they stopped you from scoring. And in games like divisional games against an opponent like the Jets, where the final score might be 20-19, you need every potential to get points. Remember last year against the Jets? It was Miami, right? Week 3, week 4, when we played them, and we were unable to get that field goal to end the half, and unable to get that field goal at the end of the game that could have potentially given us that game and given us that victory. So do not turn the ball over when you have potential to score. Turnovers are going to happen, right? Although the Bills were 3rd in turnovers. Thank you, Ryan. Glad to be back. Glad you're with me. You can tell them. 3rd in turnovers last season. They had the 3rd most turnovers. So let's cool that off a little bit, right? Let's make sure that, and because of that, our turnover differential was exactly 0. We gave the ball away 27 times, and we took the ball away 27 times. I would like to have a negative number there, right? Or a plus number. Sorry, plus number. I don't want a negative number there. I want a plus number. And we want to win that turnover battle. My second key to victory: run the ball. Not Josh Allen run the ball. You look at this team. You look at the roster they brought before you today, right? We have a tight end. We have 3 tight end sets. We have a fullback. We have Latavius Murray, Damian Harris, and James Cook. We need to establish the run. We need to control time possession and establish the run. We know the weapons we have throwing the ball. But last year, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, what was the issue? Being able to have a consistent running attack. So week 1 against a really good Jets defensive line. Listen, for me, in a game like this, 80 yards rushing by our running backs is good. Okay, I know everyone wants 100, 125. First of all, if we get 80 yards from our running backs, we should get 100 total, right? Josh is good for 20 rushing yards, in my opinion. I'm sure you all agree with me. But if we get 80 rushing yards, Gary comes in and says, Bill's throwing up 21 in the first quarter. Would love that. Would love that. Absolutely would love that. I don't see it happening because I don't know how many. We might score 21 points this whole game. But when you put up 80 against this good Jets defense, especially depending on when those 80 yards come, right? Crucial 3rd and 2s or 4th and inches or whatever the case might. 4th and inches, you better be around the QB, of course. But whatever the case might be, 80 yards could be great. And that could be all we need. But we need to establish a running game. And my third key to victory, this defensive line without Von Miller needs to be able to get to the quarterback today. That's Aaron Rodgers, right? Especially a statue like Aaron Rodgers, we need to get to the quarterback. I'm sick and tired of hearing, hey, Mom, I'm sick and tired of hearing about Ed Oliver in training camp. If you've been following along on hashtag sports this offseason, we've talked about it a few times. Me, with Ryan, Mario, and Paul, and me when we go live, we've talked about and laughed about how I feel like Ed Oliver always wins training camp, always looks good during preseason. Then the season comes, and it's like, oh, well, he's being double teamed, or oh, he's not being able to get to correct for X, Y, Z. He's being held, whatever. I don't care what the excuses are. You need to be able to get the job done. You just got paid a boatload of money. Don't turn into Joe Burrow week 1. Oh, I just got paid. Or Daniel Jones week 1. Oh, I just got paid. Don't need to play today. No, you do need to play today. You need to play today. It's a divisional game on the road. We need you to come up big. If I'm going to call out anyone today, any one player today, it's you, Ed Oliver. Prove to me why you're worth that resigning. Because as of right now, as of 8:07 on September 11th, 2023, right before the first kickoff for the Buffalo Bills, I don't think we should have resigned Ed Oliver. I think that money could have gone somewhere else to make this team better. That's my own opinion. I hope he proves me wrong. I hope by February 7th, whenever the Super Bowl is, I hope that I'm looking at you guys in the camera and saying I was wrong with tears in my eyes as Ed Oliver has the pick 6 to win us the Super Bowl, whatever the case might be. I don't care what it is. But as of right now, I do not think re-signing Ed Oliver was the right move. And he's the guy that I'm calling out, maybe not just in this game, but in this season. Prove to me that you're worth the money. Because, if you prove it to me, then that's all that matters. Because my opinion is what matters most when it comes to the Buffalo Bills. We all know this. This is all common knowledge. We all know this. But yeah, so those are my 3 keys to victory. It's actually a pretty cool setting in New Jersey, even though we're not supposed to be fans of them. But they have the lights out and the whole stadium's kind of flashing green. And green and black do, whether you like the Jets, hate the Jets, do have like a cool appeal to it. So of course a lot of colors do when you have black in the background. So it looks pretty cool as Aaron Rodgers comes out with the American flag. Again, showing support for what this day represents as a whole. And let's never forget what this day does represent. At the end of the day, this is just a football game, the football season. And listen, I know as Bills fans, man, we want it more than anybody. We want it more than anybody. I mean, we just... we've come close so many times, obviously 4 straight Super Bowls. We know the stories. We know the heartbreak of 13 seconds. We know the heartbreak of Music City forward pass. We know a lot of heartbreak in this city as well. But now it starts over. It starts over. Guys, they're getting ready to sing the national anthem. And as they do this, I'm going to go turn off the baby monitor because I forgot to and make sure it's silent down here. Yeah, and let you guys listen to the national anthem, and then I will be back. So I'll be right back. Thank you so much. Love you guys. See you soon. It's on ESPN. They're doing the national anthem right now. It's on regular TV and cable. Yeah, doing the national anthem. So, hats off. So respect, especially on today. I normally won't do this, but because today is what it is. All right, here we go. Here we go. Thank you so much for joining me again on Hashtag Sports. So I want to give you my score prediction. And listen, if you were live with Hashtag Sports, we had Ryan, Mario, Paul, and myself talking about our early season predictions. Relocation consensus 24-21. Got large mouth. 24-21. If you watched our early season, way too early Buffalo Bills predictions, I actually had the Bills losing this game. That was before the Jets signed Cook. That was before we found out Breece Hall was going to be healthy. Before any of that, I said the Buffalo Bills are going to lose on September 11th to the New York, New Jersey Jets. And I don't know why, but they make it this claim that it's in New York, but it's not. But they're our team name. Spin says, Boo Joe, you didn't let me finish, because if you watched razor sharp picks, which by the way didn't do great. Let's not talk about that right now. We'll wait to talk about that on Wednesday. But if you watched razor sharp picks, how dare I wait 6 months to watch my Buffalo Bills play again and your Buffalo Bills play again just to pick against them? That's not gonna happen. We can't let that happen. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna spin it back. I'm going to take it back and say that our Buffalo Bills come out on the road on Monday Night Football, help Josh Allen get to 4-2 in his career on Monday Night Football. By the way, 16-1 touchdown to interception ratio on Monday Night Football so far for Josh Allen. Let's talk about how pretty great that is. I'm sick and tired coming on to YouTube. I'm coming on, still on ESPN, still on Fox Sports, still on FS1, whatever you call it, and people say, what's Josh Allen done? Josh Allen has led this team to back-to-back AFC East championships. He's led his team to 4 straight 10-winning seasons, the first guy to do that in Buffalo since the 90s, since this guy named Jim Kelly. If you're not from Buffalo, you just don't get it. With Josh Allen, with Coach McDermott, with Brandon Beane, with Stephon Diggs, has brought to this team. Gary says 38-21. Frank says 27-24. My score prediction for this game, as the clock strikes 8:15, is going to be 20-16 Buffalo. It's going to be a barn burner. It's going to be a dog fight. Happy that we don't have a divisional game next weekend on top of this one. I think that our buys might be a little sore already going into week 2 on one less day rest when we go up against the Raiders on Sunday. But, man, it's going to be a fun one to watch. Give me 20-16, the Bills win in this one. So that's my score prediction. We're going to get into a lot more about this game. We're going to get into a lot more about what happened on Thursday and Sunday. Listen, other than the Dolphins winning, that Dolphins offense, we can say what we want about the Dolphins defense, but that Dolphins offense looked mighty impressive You know, we had 3 turnovers by the Jets. Tua still threw for over 450 yards. Tyreek Hill still had over 200 yards receiving. G-Rock comes in, says 38-17, 0 minutes. It's game time. It's game time. What day is it? It's game day. It's game day. Let's go. Need a huge night from Diggs for fantasy. The Cowboys defense killed me. So the defensive Diggs killed you. You need his brother to step up. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying? The Cowboys defense didn't kill you. The Jets offense killed you. The Jets offense is what killed you. 28-10 Bills. Listen, I need Garrett Wilson to not have a good night. Is it Garrett Wilson? I forget what their Wilson's first name is. It might be Garrett Wilson. It might be something else. I really don't care right now. Let's look it up. Let's look it up. Yeah, it's Garrett Wilson. See, look, I know what I'm talking about. I know things about things. And Davis to have a big day. Yeah, if you're hoping for Davis to have a big listen, I'll be very happy if Davis has a big day. If Davis gets 80 and a touchdown, like that's great. 6 receptions, 80 yards, and a touchdown, that would be awesome. Buffalo Bills, I have predicted to win this game 2016. Give me a bold prediction in the comment section. For me, a bold prediction is going to be Ed Oliver. You need him to step up. Gets 2.5 sacks today. Maybe 2. Let's do 2. Yeah, AFC East roundtable is at the game. I did see that they were having a little bit of technical issues earlier. The Bills are going to get the ball first. And it's not going to be returned. The Bills are going to start 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Of course, Bills can't win a coin toss. Bills are going to start this game on offense. Josh Allen, through first 5 seasons, 176 passing and rushing TDs, most in NFL history. Has 80 turnovers, though, which is tied for most with Jared Goff. So turnovers are a problem. First 7 from 25. Allen shotgun. Cook goes in motion. 4 wide receivers. Passes completed to Diggs on first down, 7 yards. Sauce Gardner on Diggs. We all know about the incredible season Sauce Gardner had last year. So good start for the Bills. 2nd and 3 as we get underway here. Bills get the ball first, and on their first play, get a 7-yard in route to Stephon Diggs. Shotgun formation again, 4 wide receivers set. Snaps the ball. Number 11, I believe that's Hardy, out of the backfield with the reception and enough for the first down. So let's move the ball. Again, I want to see this run game get going. We see Hardy coming out of the backfield, so that's a little bit of a different look. Weren't expecting to see that so much, so we'll see how often we see that by the Buffalo Bills. This time, 1st and 10, 14 minutes to go. Josh Allen under center for the first time this season. Looks like Cook is in the backfield, and Cook does get the ball. Offensive line pushes back to the Jets defensive line and gets about 3 yards, and that's fine. That is 100% A-okay by me. A good 3 yards there. First running play of the season by James Cook, and 2nd and 7. 2nd and 7, 37 of you in here. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't already left a comment, be sure to do that. Always got to see who's watching, where they're watching from. 13:30 going first quarter. Bills have the ball. 2nd and 7. Moving from right to left. Diggs at the bottom of the screen as you have shotgun formation. Gabe Davis at the top. Cook to the left of Allen, and he gets the ball out of shotgun. And Cook only able to get maybe 2 yards on the play this time. So it's going to be 3rd and about 5 for the Buffalo Bills. Number 95 of the Jets, Williams, there on the stop, on the short gain. So 3rd and 5 for the Buffalo Bills. First 3rd down of the day for the Bills. Jets crowd trying to get this Jets defense into it, trying to back up their team a little bit. Huge 3rd and 5 early on in this game. 12:50 to go in the first quarter. Last year, the Bills were 50% on 3rd downs. Highest percentage by a Buffalo Bills team in the last 40 years. Shotgun formation trips to the top of the screen. Now Diggs goes in motion to the bottom. He's down there with Knox. Quick pass out to Diggs, a little behind him, and that's going to be incomplete. Oh, and then there's a scuffle between Spencer Brown and some of the Jets players. Jets players need to be careful. Last thing you want to do is get a personal foul penalty and it lead to a first down. So it's supposed to be a quick in route intended for Diggs, number 4 of the Jets on the coverage, and that's incomplete. And so the Bills will have to punt. Punts in the air. Jets call for a fair catch at the 12. And that's where the Jets will start their first drive. Aaron Rodgers coming out. And that's where they'll start their first drive. 12:30 to go in the first quarter. Aaron Rodgers making his first start as a New York, New Jersey Jet. 224th start of his career. Appreciate all of you being with us on this Monday evening. Hopefully, we get to celebrate a little bit. And don't forget to join me every single game day. Again, I go live half an hour before kickoff. And then we keep you up to date on the game while the game's going on. And then directly after each game, you're going to have Paul and Mario joining you for post game. And that's no different tonight after the game. Join #sports as Paul and Mario give you the post game report. First snap for Aaron Rodgers is under center. Single back set, one wide receiver to the top, one to the bottom. That number 20 Hall gets the ball, has a big carry, past the 25, past the 30, had to be forced out of bounds by Micah Hyde. So a big gain up to the 38-yard line on first down for the Jets, for Breece Hall. And it's a 26-yard carry. John, after one play, says, well, the run defense is still an issue. I'll give it more than one carry before I said the run defense is an issue this whole season. But it was definitely not great on that play. Maybe a little bit of a face mask on Hyde, but not going to get called. Not going to get called. Shotgun formation for Aaron Rodgers from the 38-yard line. His first throw of the season. He's under pressure, and he almost goes down, able to throw it away. But good pressure there by the Buffalo Bills. Rousseau was able to get pressure on him. Leonard Floyd is number 56 spin. Leonard Floyd is number 56. His first game as a Buffalo Bill. So it's going to be 2nd and 10. Good job by the Buffalo Bills, able to get some pressure. The initial pocket was pretty good. Maybe 2-3 seconds in the pocket before it broke down. Aaron Rodgers rolls out, and he's able to get away from Rousseau and throw it away. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Jets. Aaron Rodgers in shotgun once again. Run back to his right. 2 wide receivers to the bottom of the screen. Heavy run formation here. They have 7 guys on the line of scrimmage. Tight end goes out. Aaron Rodgers looking. He gets his. He throws. Pass deflected in the air. Incomplete. There's a flag in the secondary. So who knows who that is going to be on. But it looks like it will begin against Buffalo. Wow. Calling pass interference holding on Terrell Bernard. He was the one on the coverage on that play. Calling holding. So it's going to be a 10-yard penalty, automatic first down. That sucks. Could have 3rd and 10, but instead they have a 1st and 10. So again, the Bills do get to Aaron Rodgers once again. Rousseau just misses another sack. Rodgers in shotgun formation once again. 2 wide receivers to the bottom screen, one to the top. Aaron Rodgers has run back to his left. He goes out for a pass as well. Pressure coming, and this time Rodgers cannot get away. You want to know who 56 was? Floyd on the sack. That's the 3rd time Rodgers has gotten hit today. Comes up a little bit limpy. And listen, again, before we get into it, I don't want to see anyone injured ever. Oh, and Rodgers goes down. Rodgers goes down. 2nd and 20, and Rodgers goes down. Big. Wow. Second play, or first drive, probably the 3rd hit for Aaron Rodgers. First time he's got sacked. He got rolled up on his leg pretty good. And I just dropped beer all over myself. I forgot to do this too, so make sure I do that. And give you guys the scoreboard throughout the game too, so you guys know what's going on, since I don't have it, anywhere else. So there you go. That's a scary sight if you're a Jets fan. Scary sight if you're a Jets fan, getting helped off the field, limping a little bit. Hopefully it's not serious and we'll see him back in here. But for now, we got Zach Wilson back out there for the Jets Jets. 11:05 to go in the first quarter. The Jets have the ball 2nd and 20. Shotgun formation, 5 wide receiver set, 3 wide receivers to the bottom of the screen, 2 to the top. As they come out ready to throw with Zach Wilson, he throws it. Short pass completed to number 17. That's Wilson, and that's going to be enough to make it 3rd and about 12. 3rd and 13. 3rd and 13. Jets field it is. Now, I didn't see too many injuries last night. But again, with all the water over the last 2 days and it being used last night, it does concern me a little bit. 3rd and 13. Shotgun formation once again. Number 18 for the Jets in motion. Now he goes back to the bottom of the screen. 3 wide receivers to the bottom, 1 to the top. Run back to the left. Bills send 4, unable to get pressure. Pass is completed. Number 32 out of the backfield. I believe that's Cook with the catch, but well short of the first down. And it's going to be 4th and 7. So the Bills hold 1 drive by each team and 1 punt by each team. It appears, at least at this time, that's what it is, right? Watch the fakes. Don't do anything stupid. Watch the fakes. Don't do anything stupid. Number 5, Thomas Morstead back to punt for the Jets. All we see is the scoreboard. Scoreboard. All right, how about this? Do we like this better? You don't need to see me. I'm John Cena. Bad punt as it takes a Buffalo Bills bounce out of bounds at the 24-yard line. So what, like a 35-yard net punt? So the Bills will have good field position. Bills will have good field position. Again, if you haven't already hit that thumbs up on 43 of you in here, I appreciate every single one of you. Go ahead. All right, guys. If you were joining me last year for the Hamlin injury, you know how serious we were about it on here, and there's nothing to joke about when it comes to the Damar Hamlin injury and what happened on that. I mean, the last time we were on Monday Night Football. But as that commercial played there on the Bills cast that you were just just over this way, there's a funny meme or TikTok or whatever it is out there about how so Joe Buck is sitting there talking, and it's while they're going in and out of commercial breaks while Damar's on the field, and Damar and Troy are you could just tell they're trying to make things up, and so sad. And it's so true. It's so true. And it's such a sad time. But then they're like, we're going to go commercial break as players are on the field crying and all of that, right? And then the commercial comes up. It's the Burger King commercials. Whopper. And it's just funny now just watching that back and seeing all the sadness, which of course, I was sad after that too. We were all devastated. But then Whopper. I'm sorry. So it just makes me laugh a little bit. Bring comedic value out of what was a terrible situation. Hey, say this, but I've been saying for 3 weeks, Rodgers is older and more injury prone. And that's just the truth with everybody, right? That's just the truth with everybody. The older you get, the more injury prone you get. Deion looks this good all year, especially when we get Vaughn back. Ooh, it's going to be scary. Definitely. So like I said, as the game goes on and I get a chance to, we'll talk about some of the things that have already happened, already transpired week 1. And week 1 of the season started off Thursday night, of course, with the Buffalo Bills. Yeah, the Buffalo Bills play every day. That's all. Makes Joe laugh. Yeah, it just does. I'm sorry, but it was just funny to me. So obviously on Thursday night, you had the Chiefs losing to the Lions 21-20. Big game there. And that could have playoff implications. Every week has playoff implications. I don't like when we get to week 12 and finally people are like, this game has playoff implications. Every game does. It wasn't against an AFC opponent. I get that. But if you're a Bills fan, you're happy the Chiefs lost. You just are. 1st and 10, shotgun formation for Allen from the 23, second drive for the Buffalo Bills. Starts with a penalty on false start on Buffalo. I thought I saw that, but the flag was late. Maybe the official was like, do I want to be like the officials in the Chiefs game? They got a lot of crap for it. I won't let it go. See if throws a flag. So it's 1st and 15. 1st and 15. Guys, if I get any update on the Rodgers injury, I'll let you know. Shotgun, 1st and 15. And it's gonna be a halfback delay to Cook. Probably gets back to the original line of scrimmage after he's forced out of bounds. We all know how much I love the halfback delay. It's the dumbest play in football. Get it off the playbook. The dumbest play in football. Shotgun halfback delay. So not only you're starting 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage, you're going to let them get a chance to see what you're doing before you do it. Like, it's so dumb. Just so dumb. 8:50 to go in the first quarter, 0-0. Bills just starting their second drive of the game. 2nd and 10 now. Pistol formation. They do throw it out. Maybe 1 yard on the play by Hardy. So it's going to be 3rd and 9. The second time we've seen Hardy come out of the backfield like that. Just try and mix things up here. Make it hard for the Jets to he's getting carted into the back. Oh, my gosh. Aaron Rodgers is now on the cart, and he's being carted to the back. Never good. Shotgun formation. Cook to the left of Allen. 2 wide receivers at the bottom of the screen. Diggs goes in motion. Stays at the top of the screen. Diggs stays to the top. Allen going to take off with it. He's going to get the first down. Go down. Go down. Gosh. Gets to about the 38-yard line. Gets the first down. We all saw, maybe we all didn't see this, but Richardson of the Colts get injured late in that game. Running the ball. We just saw Rodgers get hurt. I'm glad he got the first down. Was a nice run. Needs to slide. You got the first down, slide. 1st and 10 Buffalo from the 38-yard line. Shotgun formation. Fake the handoff. Throw down to number 11 again. And this time he gets maybe 4 or 5 before he's forced out of bounds. So not bad. I'll take 4 or 5 on first down every time. Hardy with the catch. And it was Adrian Amos who forced him out of bounds. Adrian Amos? I don't know. 2nd and 7. They only gave him 3. I thought he got more than that. My bad. 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. Josh is king. Cash is king. Winner take all. 55 of you in here. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button. I appreciate every single one of you. Shotgun formation. Delay. This one gets us the first down. This one gets us to midfield. So I hate it, but if it's working, use it. I still hate it. Guys, 8 yards. Yay. I hate it. We were actually running the ball. No, a little bit. We're sprinkling it in. We're sprinkle. All right, James Cook behind, next to Allen to his left. 2 wide receivers, Diggs and Davis to the top of the screen. James Cook, 4 rushes for 18 yards already today. You got Knox and Kincaid to the bottom. That's Knox with the catch. Run over some people. Let them know you're the big boy here. Dawson Knox gets about 7. Rodgers limping into the back. Does not look good. And I don't mean even chuckle. It does not look good. Shotgun formation for Allen. Again, Knox and Kincaid to the bottom of the screen. Diggs and Davis to the top. I like this formation. Davis. No, that's Diggs. Over the middle to the 30. And that's enough for first down into New Jersey Jets territory. And it's going to be first step Buffalo at 30. Again, no mistakes here. If this drive, I want a touchdown. You always want a touchdown. If this drive ends in a field goal, I'd rather 3 points than 0 points. So good job by Diggs. You had Harris in the backfield that time. I think it's the first time we've seen Harris in the backfield go out for a pass as well. Harris in the backfield once again with Allen. Or Harris to the left of Allen. Looks like Knox and Kincaid at the top of the screen now. Diggs and Allen goes down. He gets sacked. Number 91 on the sack just pushed Spencer Brown back into Allen. Allen had to open Diggs. He needs to get rid of that ball. He needs to get rid of that ball early. I mean, Diggs might not have been in his progression there, but he was open over the middle. That's John Franklin Myers on the sack. Just pushes Spencer Brown back. You have Diggs open. So now you're out of field goal range at the 40. So now you just hope at least you get 3 points. Shotgun formation. Allen with a quick screen to Knox. Knox gets to 35. So that's going to be 3rd and long. Wow. I do feel bad for Rodgers, and Jets fans have to be so disappointed, and I understand their disappointment. But you got to rely on this defense now. Remember, this Jets team beat the Bills last season without Rodgers. 5 wide receiver set. Jets send 3, which is a mistake because Allen's just going to eat you up. And the pass is complete to Harris. Harris to the 25, gets to the 22. Going to be short, 4th and 2. I would never send 3. I just would never send 3 anymore. Not in today's NFL. Not in today's NFL. You just never send 3, in my opinion. 3:35 to go in the first quarter. Bills send out Tyler Bass and this field goal unit to try to put themselves in the lead, get the first points of the season for the Buffalo Bills. Good job finding Harris. Go for it, says Callie. No. Get the points. This is a defensive battle. You get the points when you can. Snap is down, kick is up, and the kick is good. 3:05 to go in the first quarter, and the Bills take a 3-0 lead. I'm okay with that. I mean, I would love a touchdown there, clearly, but we got the lead. We just need to make sure our defense keeps getting pressure on the ball. Matt Perino comes in and says that he thinks that the idea of kicking field goal instead of going for it might have something to do with the fact that Aaron Rodgers is out of the game. I disagree. I think the Bills always take 3 in that situation. I think the Bills always take 3. You're going against a really tough Jets defense, right? You want points. That's my opinion. This team needs to score. Yeah, I mean, you need to score. You need points. And the last thing you want to do is question whether you should take points or not. And there have been so many times in NFL history. I mean, I think back to that Baltimore Ravens game last year. Tied, the Ravens side go for it on 4th down, inside the 10-yard line, and gets picked off, and the Bills get the ball back at the 20 because it's a touchback. Go for 3, you're up. And I remember some players coming out and saying that they thought they were going to go for the field goal, and they ended up not going for the field goal there. And I was just like, wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. So, all right, yeah. So a little bit more about the Lions-Chiefs game. Listen, this Lions team would have lost that game 5 years ago. They would have lost that game 5 years ago. And to see them win that game and be so happy. And it was one thing that surprised me. And after they won the game and the seconds were counting down and you knew the Lions were going to just win the game, I was really interested to see the Lions' reaction on the sideline. Was it a reaction like we got out of the Cardinals when they beat the Bills on that Hail Murray play, where that was their Super Bowl? Like that, they expended all this energy to win that game, and the fact that they did in such a manner, because they could have, right? They just beat the defending Super Bowl champions opening night. They're the Lions. They're not used to playing in primetime anymore. Like, that was a statement win. But as you watched them, they just walked off the field almost like every other team does every other game. Like they expected to win that game. And that was impressive to me. And that's why I look at this Lions team and think this team could be legitimate. This team might win the NFC North, which I didn't predict at the beginning of the season. I know a lot of people are high on the Lions. I wasn't one of them. I'll be honest. But good to see the Jets get the win. And again, down the line could affect playoff implications, not only in the NFC, but in the AFC as well. Back with the kickoff. As the Jets get the 5, they're going to return this. Listen, with the new rule, and he gets it to about the 25. With the new rule, that says anytime you're inside the 25-yard line, you call for a fair catch, you get the 25, should always start at the 25. Team should always, because I am one of those people who believe that, and I don't know how many people agree with me, I don't know. You need to, if you're going to return a kickoff, you need to at least get to the 35 to make it worth it. Because you talk about injury, you talk about potential turnover, you talk about a couple of things that can happen poorly, not so much good, as they start the 22. Shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers and a tight end to the bottom of the screen. Fake the handoff, going to try to throw I don't know what that was, but the Bills defense read it, and it was thrown down to the ground by Zach Wilson. There's a flag down. There's a flag down. Well, it might be dumb, Joe, but listen, they're trying to get rid of kickoffs altogether in the NFL. And it's due to injuries. And we can hate the rule, and we can be mad at the officials and for Roger Goodell and the rules committee for making these rules. But let's be honest, you're getting sued for billions of dollars due to injury, ineligible downfield on the Jets. So it's going to be 1st and 15. No, it's ineligible. The running back was in the area. Yeah. Spin sets the center was downfield, running a route. But anyway, so like you can be mad at the rules committee all you want, but when you're getting all these former NFL players suing you for billions of dollars, like something's got to change, and you got to keep trying to make the game safer. And they're not going to try to make the game safer by not playing Thursday night football because we're talking money there. Changing the kickoff rule isn't going to affect who's watching the game. Shotgun formation, no one in the backfield with Wilson, 2 wide receivers, and there's a false start by the Jets. False start by the Jets. Now it's going to be 1st and 20. No, they declined it. I didn't even notice they declined it. So now we got the 5-yard penalty anyway. Got the 5-yard penalty anyway. So now it's 2nd and 15. 2nd and 15, 2:58 to go in the first quarter. All right, so you got shotgun formation for Wilson. They are going from left to right. The Jets are going from left to right on the field. 1 wide receiver to the top of the screen. Looks like the running back is lined up on the top of the screen as well. And 2 wide receivers to the bottom. And it's Cook who gets the catch out of the backfield, but only gets about 3 yards before he's taken down by a few players. Hyde get into a pushing match already with some Jets players. Listen, we got some blood brewing. Some blood brewing. Milano's on a tackle as well. 2:35 to go in the first quarter. Bills up 3-0. Jets have ball 3rd and 12. Yeah, like the Jets, the refs need to take control of this game. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a 15-yard penalty the next time things get chippy. At least we should, in my opinion, as an official. We should. I had a game today. It's awful. Awful. So hot after it rained. Oh, my gosh. Shotgun formation. 2 wide receivers and a tight end to the bottom of the screen. 1 to the top. Milano came on and blitz. Unable to get there. Pass complete. This is going to be enough for a first down. Going to be enough for the first down for the New York Jets. Wilson had time to throw that time. Able to find an open Allen Lazard. And it's enough for a first down. To the 40, was it the 38? Somewhere around there? Wide open. He was. But again, listen. If a quarterback has time, he's going to find an open receiver. Benford was on the coverage, but it looked like they were playing a zone more than anything. So 1st and 10 from the 43. Hand the ball off. Cook gets the carry, gets about 4 or 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd and about 6 as they get the ball close to midfield. Soft zone. Haven't solved the 3rd and a mile problem. Again, this year, McDermott calling the defense. Still not sure how I feel about that. I always would rather, even if it's like a Bieniemy situation in Kansas City where he's just like a face to hold a clipboard, whatever. Pitch out to Cook this time. Milano busts in there. Oh my gosh. Milano says, "I don't think so." Wow. Milano. Bum, 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 bum. Milano, bum, bum. I just do random stuff, guys. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. 53 of you, make sure you hit that like button. And guys, share this video with your friends and family. Let them know that we are here. Because you don't want to listen to Troy Aikman and Joe Buck. You might want to listen to the Mannings over. I mean, the Manning cast must be fun. Shotgun formation, 3rd and 9. Blitz coming. And Zach Wilson goes down. He goes down. Second sack of the day for the Buffalo Bills. That's Jordan Phillips on the sack. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Bills up 3-0. Sorry, Gary. No 21 points at the end of the first. But the Bills have the lead, and that's all that matters. As long as at the end of all 4 quarters, the Bills have a lead, I'm happy as I can be. Happy as I can be. That's why we call it sack lunch. Nom, 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 nom. Big tree fall hard. How many fingers am I holding up, Peppy? How many fingers am I holding up? Come on, 4. Every time I look over, you're on your ass again. I always love that movie. So funny. All right, so we're talking about the Kansas City Chiefs Detroit Lions game a little bit. Let's go into Sunday. Sunday started off with the Baltimore Ravens and the Houston Texans. Not a great game by Lamar Jackson. Not a great game by Lamar Jackson. My wife has him on our church fantasy league, and she got 9.7 points out of him. So not great. Who's their third string quarterback? We're not going to get into that right now. My hope is by halftime that Rodgers comes back, but it didn't look good. It definitely didn't look good, but that would be my hope. Not just for the Jets, just for the game in general. But if you want to know, they do not have a third string quarterback on the roster today. So there's that. Who's their emergency quarterback? Who's that guy? Who is that emergency quarterback that you need to see? Also, don't forget Jeremy for halftime. Mario Granado will be joining me at halftime, I think. Maybe even Paul. Maybe Ryan. I don't care. They can all join me. I'll join this party. It's going to be a Bills party. We need everybody. Oh, my goodness. So Baltimore got the job done. They beat the spread even. They won by more than 10 points, 25-9. And that's, week 1, that's all you want to do. The emergency QB. Yeah, don't forget about the emergency QB. It wasn't always pretty. Unfortunately for the Ravens, they lose Dotson for the season, torn his ACL. So that's definitely going to hurt them. And you feel bad for them for that. But, a good win against a Texans team who, CJ Stroud times looked fine, but at other times looked like a rookie quarterback. So 28-44, 242 yards, did not throw an interception. He also had 20 rushing yards, but he did lose a fumble. So, oh no. Rodgers' night's over. Rodgers out of the extra room and headed back to the Jets' locker room, boot still on his foot. So that's an indication, according to Ian Rappaport, that's an indication his night's over, which is sad, which is really sad. If you're a fan of the NFL, you got this game hyped up for a long time, and in the first quarter, you lose most of it, right? Floyd is looking good. 4th and 21, Morstead out. Hardy is back to return the punt for the Bills. Just fair catch it. And the Bills are going to start at the 29-yard line. The way the NFL works these days, I don't care if you go out there and fair catch every single punt. Like, I honestly don't care. Fair catch every punt, and start every kick at the 25. Like, that's what they want. But anyway. Talking to some friends about, Rodgers' injury. Allen in shotgun formation. Cook to his left, fakes a quick pass out, and he's going to run the ball, loses 2 or 3 yards on the play. Was he ruled down? He was ruled down. Looks like he was ruled down. He loses the ball because that's what Allen does, but his forward progress had stopped. And so they ruled him down, I guess. But has to hold on to the ball. Even if it's close, you have to hold on to the ball, Allen. Have to hold on to the ball all the time. Reed, number 4, was the first one to get there. And they were pushing him back. I don't have the volume up, so I can't hear when the whistle blew, but sounds like they're saying it blew. So we'll see. Now they keep looking at it, so I'm not sure I mean, it's clearly a fumble if the whistle did not blow. It's clearly a fumble if the whistle didn't blow, but you can't challenge forward progress. If forward progress was granted, you can't challenge that. I do like the fact that, at least in my opinion, you can't challenge that. Salah did talk to the official. Yeah. You can't challenge forward progress. I don't care if Josh, I don't care, like, you know, and now I remember Titans. Like, you know, did you block his fumble football or did you fumble the football? I get it. The run back wasn't where it was supposed to be. The run back might have missed his assignment, whatever. But you have to hold on to the ball if you decide to keep it. Shotgun formation, Cook to his left. 3 wide receivers to the bottom of the screen, 1 to the top, 2nd and 12. Knox, Kincaid, and Diggs at the bottom of the screen. Diggs in the slot. Passes to Cook, catches it out of the backfield down at the 31-yard line. Going to be 3rd and about 8. 3rd and 8. Don't do that again, Josh. The sad thing is we all know Josh is going to do that a lot of times this season. Ryan Clark says from ESPN on Twitter, says Rodgers broke his ankle. I hope not. But it did look serious. Like the way he reacted, the way he tried to stand on it and then it went down, like it did look serious. 3 wide receivers to the bottom of the screen, 1 to the top again. Cook goes into motion to the bottom of the screen behind Knox now. So you have 4 receivers at the bottom of the screen. Cook stays in the box for a little bit. Allen going to roll to the left. There's no receivers out there. He's going deep. And he throws an interception. But it's as good as a punt. We can get mad about it, but it's as good as a punt. You know, so the Jets fans will get excited about QB punt throw. Basically, that's what it is. Jordan Whitehead on the interception. Josh Allen's 2nd ever interception on Monday Night Football comes as a punt. But the last, and it was just like a punt because they're down inside the 10 now. They might even be at 5. But the last thing, an interception could definitely get a team pumped up. Get a team that was a bad interception. You threw in double coverage. To be honest, I don't think it was a bad interception. It was just a punt. If that would have fallen incomplete and we would have had a punt by Martin to the 5, I mean, we would have been happy about that. I mean, you should never throw that ball. I don't know where he was throwing it to. Kelly says offense is bad, nothing going. Well, we're up 3-0. We knew this Jets defense was legitimate. You know, I said when everyone was coming out saying, 30, 28 points, whatever they were saying, my final score was 20-16. I thought it was going to run. Me too, because because the one receiver to the top of the screen to the left of Allen, when the route started, went to the right, and there were 4 wide receivers at the bottom of the screen, 4 to the right. He rolled to the left. I was like, there's no one there. There was no one there. So I still have no confidence. I don't think Dorsey's play calling didn't say, hey, just throw it up there. This could be a game. Absolutely, it's going to be. Not only are we talking about 2 solid defenses, we're talking about sloppy field conditions for the at least second day in a row. I have no idea what was happening in New York on Saturday. The past 2 days, it's been rainy and muggy and sick. Yeah, I don't Matt Prune says, I'm not sure what he saw there. I don't know what he saw there either. But on that series, Josh Allen, almost cost us a big play with a fumble and then threw the interception. So, what can you do? The Bills still up 3-0. Jets get the ball inside their own 5-yard line and start the drive. So, I talk about turnovers at the beginning of the episode, right, or at the show, when I talk about 3 keys to victory, and I said there's good turnovers, there's bad turnovers. That was a bad throw, and I didn't like that decision, but that's not a bad turnover, right? That you could have done a lot worse there. So Wilson starts under center. I think this is the first time since he's been in the game he starts under center. Hall in the end zone behind him, and he gets the carry, and he breaks another one to the 20, 25, 30, and he's gone. He's gone. Let's Bedford catch him. Can Benford catch him? Benford catches him. But wow, what a run to inside the 15-yard line. 2 big runs by Hall in the first half already. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Jets at the 13-yard line. 2 big runs by Hall. Trey has to come up. That's on Trey. Trey has to come up and make that tackle. Trey is not being blocked at all. Hall is a beast. I'll give you that. But 83-yard run. So it's 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Another heavy run formation for Hall and the Jets. And this time he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. I'm sorry, I was cooking there that time. Barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Going to be 2nd and 9. Hall is a beast. And he is. You know, remember how good he looked last year before he got the left ACL and meniscus injury. But, yeah. Last year, as of week 7, he was one of 2 players with 400-plus rushing yards and 200-plus receiving yards. The only guy to have that at that point was Christian McCaffrey. We saw 2 rushes for 109 yards tonight. Wow. Run the ball, Jets. Run the ball. Cook runs the ball again. And this time gets inside the 10 to about the 8. Going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 3rd and about 6. 11:15 to go in the first half. Bills up 3-0. How come not be ready for this after not playing the last 2 preseason games? I'm not sure. Not sure. Shotgun formation, 5 wide receivers set, 2 to the bottom, 3 to the top. Again, now the Jets moving from left to right, so 3 to the top of your screen, 2 to the bottom. Shotgun for Wilson with 10:48 to go. 5 seconds on the play clock. Snap goes off. Bills get some pressure. He rolls away. Is he going to run? Nope, he's good. Oh, throws it. Okay, threw it out of bounds. I was like, that looked like a terrible pass. As Wilson goes down, Jets able to get pressure once again. Milano on the hit. It's going to be 4th and 5. Force him to a field goal. Force him to a field goal. You tell me that a team has an 89-yard run on a drive and they get held to a field goal. I'm all right with that. I'm all right with that. 26-yard field goal attempt. I'm sorry. Did I say 26? I meant 26. If I said 29, I apologize. 26. Kicks up, and the kick is good. So with 10:36 to go, 10:35 to go in the first half, Bills Jets 3-3. I prefer no TD, but if they do, let it be Cook. I don't want any TDs from them. Although I guess to get 16, they need 1, right? Yeah. 2016, they need 1 TD. But we'll see. We'll see. But again, hey, we knew this was going to be ugly. Knew this was going to be a defensive struggle. So let's see how we come out on our 4th drive of the game. All right, so on Sunday, we also had the Atlanta Falcons beating the Carolina Panthers 24-10. I know this game, a lot of people went, different ways, on this game. So it was interesting how this game turned out. Again, the NFC South is going to be something to watch all season long. Bryce Young, 20 of 38, 1 passing touchdown, 2 interceptions. Ritter, only 18 pass attempts all game. Maybe that's the best thing to do if you are the Falcons. But that running attack between Algier and Robinson looked really good, right? Everyone thought they drafted Robinson high, that they were not going to run with Algier all that much this season. That's just not the case. They're going to do that. And it looked like it worked out pretty well having that 1-2 combo for them. Kyle Pitts led receiving yards for Atlanta, 2 catches for 44 yards. Dane Jackson would have never caught him. Maybe not. Yeah, White did miss him. Yeah, I'm talking to the guys at Fast Shake Sports. As they will, at least one of them will join me for halftime. Going into some other Sunday games, you got the Cincinnati Bengals, Cleveland Browns. Again, talking about playoff implications with these early victories. The Browns made the Bengals look silly. I mean, Joe Burrow threw for 84 yards total? 82 yards total. Someone came out and said, I forget who it was, who I was watching, who came out and said, when I saw the stat line for Joe Burrow, 82 yards, I thought, well, maybe he got hurt, but no, 82 yards. Deshaun Watson didn't have a great game, 16-29, 154, touchdown, interception. Not a great game, but enough to get the job done. So, as they're now talking about Aaron Rodgers, I'm going to turn it up to see if we have an update. See if we have an update. He's in a boot. So, Pablo, yes. 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 I agree. I agree with all this. I've been saying a lot about Oliver for a long time, and yet the Bills re-signed him. All right, the Bills will start at their own 25-yard line. 10:35 to go in the first half. 3-3. Brown D looked really good. Yeah, it was really good yesterday. Yeah, looked really good. All right, let's see what the Bills can do here. Josh Allen needs to be smart, which let's be honest, isn't Josh Allen's forte at times. Shotgun formation, Cook to his right. Does hand the ball off to Cook, and it's a 5-yard loss. Wrapped up in the backfield. Bills can learn something about the Jets' run defense. Wrapped up in the backfield, coming up 2nd and 15. I hate when we get behind the sticks early. That's Quinnen Williams getting in the backfield. One of the best, in my opinion, one of the best defensive linemen in the game today. Quinnen Williams is just so good. So good. So, but it brings up 2nd and 15 for Josh Allen, who's in shotgun. 3 wide receivers to the bottom of the screen, 1 to the top. Run back goes in motion. Pass the bottom of the screen. It's complete. Diggs shakes the tackler, gets a first down, gets to about the 38-yard line before he's drug out of bounds. And that's going to be enough for a first down. Diggs showing off his strength. Get big. Get big. Let's go. Let's go. Let's show them why we're one of the best offenses in the league. CJ Mosley is the guy who forced him out of bounds. Man, this Jets D has some names, though. I was like, CJ Mosley. I haven't said his name yet. Yeah, there he is. 7 Diggs, 3 receptions for 40 yards already today. 9:25 to go in the first half. 3-3. 1st and 10. 9 seconds on the play clock. Allen switching up the play. Gets the snap. Cook almost throws an interception. Who were you going to? Who was even there? Mosley almost got the pick. But there's no one there. If he doesn't pick it, it just falls into the middle of the field. Is Gabe Davis playing? Yes, he is. What's he doing? Nothing. I just want to see. I'm watching the replay now. Who's there? Is Knoxville? Oh, okay. That I don't know who that's on, but Cook stopped his route. So Cook stopped instead of going over the middle. Shotgun formation, no one in the backfield. This one is caught. Is that Kincaid's first catch? Kincaid's first catch goes for 8 yards. First catch of his NFL career. Good to see you. Welcome to the NFL. 9 minutes to go in the first half. Bills, Jets tied 3-3. 65 of you in here. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Share this video. Lisa Salters is reporting on the Jets QB situation, maybe. Did anyone have that volume up? I didn't hear anything, so he's officially ruled out. That's what we know. Shotgun formation. Cook to the left of Allen. Diggs goes in motion. He's at the slot at the bottom of the screen. Allen looking to take off. Initially stopped. He's going to get the first down. Get out of bounds. What are you doing? He gets about 5 or 6 yards. He's hit by 2 Jets players, including CJ Mosley. Just run that out of bounds. You have the angle. You have the first down. And thank you, Coach McDermott. Coach McDermott just looked at him and said, be smart. Be smart. Take that out of bounds. You got the first down. Thank you for that. 8 minutes to go. I formation for the Bills. I think that's the first time we've seen that. Pitch to Cook. Cook gets the outside. Gets about 10, 11 yards before he's forced out of bounds at the 36-yard line. So that's going to be another first down for the Buffalo Bills. There's a flag down. All these flags. Maybe there wasn't a flag down. The flag thingy showed up on the screen, but apparently it wasn't flag down. So good. But I don't know if the Jets have had a single penalty against them so far. 3 wide receivers top of the screen. Cooks gets the ball again. Tries to cut back. Nothing. About 2 yards. Williams again. This is nuts. Second and 11. Yeah, no, if you look at the Jets' first 6-7 games, oof. Oh, it's like us, the Cowboys, the Chiefs, the Eagles. It's a terrible time for Aaron Rodgers to get, or if there's ever a good time, never. But single back set, Allen under center, 3 wide receivers on the screen, including Kincaid, who's in the slot. This one, he's going deep. Davis with the catch to the 15. There's Davis. Gets to the 11-yard line. First catch for Davis, and that's going to be 1st and 10 from the 11 with 6:35 to go here in the first half. That's against Sauce Gardner, too. Good job. And that might be why you're not hearing a lot from Davis today. He's up against Sauce Gardner. He's up against probably one of the best, if not the best corner in the league right now. So you have Davis against Gardner, and then you have 2 guys on the Diggs. And Diggs gets the ball and gets inside the 10 to about the 7 or 8 yard line. It's the 8-yard line. So it's going to be 2nd and 8, 2nd and 7. 6 minutes to go halfway through the second quarter. More than halfway through because there's 15 minutes in a high school or in an NFL quarter. 2nd and 7. 9 plays, 67 yards, 4 minutes and 48-second drive so far. So good drive. Hey, Brian, good to see you. You can stick around if you want to. You don't have to, but you could. I'm not going to stop you. 10 seconds on play clock. Shotgun formation. It looks like you have Harris in the backfield with Allen. His first carry of the game. He gets down to the 5. Going to be about 3rd and 4 then for the Buffalo Bills. Come on, let's punch this one in. Let's punch this one in. Glad to see everyone here for the first Bills game of the season. Again, I'm not for every single Buffalo Bills game. I know the Bills have a lot of primetime games this season. I understand. But join me for all of them. I'll be here for the London game. I'll be against Jacksonville. I'll be here for every single 1 o'clock game, 8 o'clock game, Monday night game, Sunday night game, 4 o'clock game, 1 o'clock game, 4 o'clock, Thursday, Tuesday, whenever we play. Because we know snow is going to affect us in some way come December, and we'll have to play on Tuesday in San Fran for some reason. Shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers, top screen to the bottom. Harris out as well now. Looks like there's a hold there, but I don't see a flag yet. Allen looking to take off. Oh, he passes it at the last second to Diggs. And that's a touchdown. No flags. No flags. Stephon Diggs makes it 9-3, extra point pending. Huge. I thought Allen was going to take that. I thought Allen was going to take off, and he chose not to. He sees Diggs. He says, let's not take this hit. Let's get it into the end zone. Officials are talking. Officials are talking. Now, everything has to be past the line. Yeah, I think he's... They have confirmed touchdown. Okay. I thought Jeffs was going to run that too. Because he was on the line of scrimmage when he threw that ball, apparently. Woo! Okay. X points up, X points good. Bills up 10-3. Diggs with a touchdown. Sorry for whoever has Davis in fantasy, but there you go. But yeah, on this field, you don't want to slide a whole bunch. You don't want to go down like that and just nah. Scary stuff. Scary stuff. And yeah, if it's worst case scenario for Aaron Rodgers, maybe that should be a message to Josh Allen and others. Take it easy. Take it easy. Taking it easy. Says X-rays are negative. The update I just got on Aaron Rodgers. So I'm negative for what? I don't know. He doesn't have an octopus in his leg. That's what they were checking for. He doesn't have one. We're negative. We're fine. We're fine. Some other games from Sunday. The 49ers came out and put a whooping on Pittsburgh. I thought this was going to be a close game. I did pick San Fran to win and cover the spread, so I'm happy about that. But I didn't expect 30-7. So, San Fran's looking good. Purdy looked really good, which was a surprise to me. I thought maybe Purdy was like a flash in the pan, or however the expression goes. Yes, everything has to be over. You are correct. Everything has to be over. Which, people who remember the Music City Forward Pass might not like hearing that, but everything has to be over that line. What am I drinking? They don't sponsor me, so I'm not going to show it. But it's from Lancaster County. It's a cider production in Lancaster County. It's called Peach Vanilla Cider. So Purdy is crazy good. He's good. All right. So we got, and then another game I called correctly. Washington won, but barely. The Cardinals covered the spread, 2016. I don't like Washington. And I definitely don't like Washington when they were giving 7 points. Like, that's a lot. But Washington does win 2016. They had a good fourth quarter. Other than that, it wasn't looking great for either team. Arizona maybe gave that game to them. I don't know. But yeah, neither of those teams look good. I won't be surprised at the end of the year if Washington keeps playing that way, if Washington has the worst record in the league, because they did not look good at all. Back from commercial break here. Bills up 10-3, 4:43 go. How do the Jets respond? Again, definitely not the start if you're a Jets fan that you wanted for a whole bunch of reasons. Rodgers, unfortunately, going down out of the game. And they're going to return it out of the end zone. The Brady 2 getting the return on, gets to the 25, maybe the 26. He's tackled there. Tackled by Dane Jackson. Whereas Kincaid, he has one catch so far. They went to Knox a few times. I think overall four catches by our tight ends, 3 to Knox, 1 to Kincaid, about 8-yard grab. Don't expect a lot of great stats from this Bills offense against this defense. Fake handoff by Wilson on first down. Oliver almost got in there, unable to. Number 83 with the catch for the Jets. Gets maybe a yard. Johnson with the first contact. He got bowled over, though, but he's held him up long enough to get some help. 2nd and 8. Second and 8. I don't know why you wouldn't run Breece Hall. Again, 2 runs for over 100 yards in this game. I don't know why you wouldn't run Breece Hall. Conklin on the reception. I formation. There you go. That's Cook on the outside. Cook gets first down. And Poyer finally has to force him out after maybe gain 9. So it's going to be 1st and 10. If you're the Jets, you say, especially with Rodgers out, run it till they stop you. Run it till this Bills team can prove they stop you. And they haven't proven that. It's Breece Hall and Cook all day. Like, Breece Hall and Cook all day. Breece Hall's doing fine, too. He doesn't have over 100 yards already, but he's doing just fine. 1st and 10. 1 wide receiver to the bottom of the screen. 1 wide receiver to top, 2 to the bottom. Wilson going back to throw. Throws an interception. That's Milano. Gets to a 35-yard line. Wilson with the tackle, and now Milano gets caught with taunting. Milano, you're an idiot. Why would you do that? Now we're at midfield. Stupid. Just stupid. Again, if you're the Jets, why would you not just keep running the ball? Run. Wait, almost drop it too. It's thrown right to you. No wonder you're a defensive player. I mean, I'm happy with the interception, clearly, but come on. Come on. So, yeah, you get the ball. You get the ball at midfield, but you could have the ball at 35. We could have been in scoring range already, right? We could have been ready to score already and just unable to do that now. Tampa Bay, some people would say upset. You know, Vegas odds would say they upset the Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings 5.5-point favorites in that game. Tampa Bay at times looked really good in this one. But remember, Minnesota went 11-0 in one-score games last year. Record, right? 0-1 now in one-score games. And that's why a lot of people weren't so high on Minnesota this year. It's how can you do – because you're not going to go 11-0 2 years in a row in one-score games. That would just be – if 11-0 is unprecedented – doing that 2 years in a row is beyond unprecedented, which I don't even know what that is. No idea. I'm not a wordsmith like some people. So if you guys have a word for it in the comment section. But that's already forgotten about because they can't do that because they lose 20-17. Again, Mayfield, no interceptions, 2 touchdowns. Didn't look bad. Justin Jefferson always going to get his. Unfortunately, couldn't find the end zone for my fantasy team. But 9 for 150 is just fine. Yeah. Do you know why you're not sold? Impractical, says D. Robert. Maybe. You know why you're not sold at him as a linebacker? Because no one should be. The fact that we didn't address linebacker at all, and we've said this, as Bills fans, we've said this for 3 months. Like, we get it. Like, we're not dumb. Okay, you can't keep Edmonds and Oliver. We get it, right? And personally, again, I think the money went the wrong way, but that doesn't matter. But you don't even address it. And what did you see in camp and in preseason that we're not seeing now that made you think, oh, we don't need to address this? Like, it looks like you could have. That's all I'm saying. Somebody said, yeah, I always loved Barry for that. Barry Sanders was the best at that. Score a touchdown, hand the ball to the official. Make a great run, hand the ball to the official. Stop for a 5-yard loss, hand the ball to the official. Like, I love Barry for that. Shotgun formation on first down, 1st and 10 from 50 through our receivers to the top of the screen. Pass goes out to Kincaid, his second catch. He's hard to bring down, fights for yards, 7. And again, on this field, he's given 6 actually. On this field, you love seeing them fight for yards, but you're always worried, right? You're worried that that something bad is going to happen. So glad he fought for those yards. Now 2nd and 4, but you always get a little worried when you see that. We have a couple of interviews today, actually, tonight. A halfback delay. Cook runs it. He's happy with 10 yards. He gets inside the 30. He's out of bounds, and there's a flag. Like, I can't with this play. But to answer your question, D. Robert, we are undecided still, but we will let you know when we know. It's coming back. This is going to be a drive we have to punt on. Thank you, Milano, for interception and a taunting penalty, which makes us. Now, there's no flag on the play. They just keep picking them up. Pick it up. Pick them up. Pick them up. All right, so that's 3rd one, 1st and 10. Good run by Cook. We can get back to the good run. Good run by Cook. 12-yard run. And yeah, we're getting the running game going a little bit. Now we're back where we should have started. Pretty much. 3 wide receivers to the bottom of the screen, 1 to the top. I think the one on the top is Kincaid again. Cook to the left of Allen. That's a 2-minute warning, though. So why am I explaining all this? Wasting my time. Diggs pretends like he's running a route. Diggs and I think he's in number 3 of the Jets, which is Jordan Whitehead having a good time, it looks like, which is good. You always want to listen. Like, they're playing football, right? It's serious to an extent, but have fun. Try to have a little fun at your job too, you know what I'm saying? Reached 2-minute warning with the Bills up 10-3 and threatening to score once again. Getting possession. Yeah, it is. And the Bills more plays. You know, and again, completely different story if Zach Wilson isn't in the game and Aaron Rodgers still is. 2-score lead against a Zach Wilson Jets team, I feel a little bit more confident. I'm not saying I don't feel confident if we have a 2-score lead against an Aaron Rodgers Jets team, but you make this game. First of all, I want the touchdown too. Someone said touchdown, not field goal. Spin. Yeah, I agree with you. Touchdown, not field goal on this drive is what you want. But if you have to settle for a field goal, that's 2 possessions. You know, that's a 10-point game. Now, the Jets do start with the ball to start the second half. So that's something to look at. We will look at some halftime stats as well during halftime as far as time possession goes, as John mentioned. And just some statistics. Again, talked about what I talked about pregame as far as getting the running game going. Have we really established the run so far in this game without Josh Allen? Like I said, I want at least 80 yards from our running backs without Josh Allen. Just our running backs. And right now we're at 40. We are at 40. 9 carries, 40 yards. So is that enough to say we got this running attack going? I would argue probably yes. But we'll wait and see. I mean, with Allen's run, we have 60. So if you saw us at the end of the day with 120 rushing yards, would you say that was getting the running game going? Maybe. But if Bills get field goal, Bass gets 3 points. But if we get TD, Bass only gets 1. So field goal, no good. Only TDs. Only touchdowns. That's all we're looking for. I'm okay with that. Diggs has 5 catches, 48 yards, and that touchdown. Allen, 15 of 18. So efficient, right? 15 of 18, very efficient. 124, 1 touchdown, that interception. So not doing so bad. Matt Olson of the Braves has 50 home runs this season. Really? Matt Olson? Like, yikes. Anyway, shotgun formation. Cook in motion from the left to the right of Allen. 3 wide receivers at the bottom of the screen, 1 to the top. It goes to the receiver at the top, which is Stephon Diggs, gets to the 25. 2nd and 5 now. And here's more power runner. Then show it. Prove it. I don't want to go back to this interception unless you just show the interception. Just show the interception and stop. Funny thing is, he intercepted the ball at midfield, so maybe he wasn't happy with his return. I don't know, but just show the interception. That's fine. Now give me the 2nd down. I don't want to see anything else. 4 tackles for Milano, 1 tackle for a loss, 1 QB hit, 1 interception. But all I'm thinking about right now is why I'm mad at him. To the 25, from the 25, Allen throws the ball. It's going to be short of the 1st down, but that's to Kincaid. I think that's his 3rd catch of the game. Yep. So it's going to be 3rd and short with 1:10 to go. This is when you give it to Harris. Right? It's going to be inside a minute when this snap happens. Nice hands. Yeah, he does. I think we drafted the guy. I pity the fool. Third and 1, I formation. Don't just run with Allen up the middle. You guys suck. He gets the 1st down. Bills call timeout. Why would you use timeouts at this point, right? Like, this first half was so depleting. If you're a Jets fan, I mean, just the loss of Rodgers, right? You want to get into halftime. Hopefully only down 10. And just see how you can move on in the 3rd quarter. Kincaid's 3rd catch, you said? I believe you. And again, we'll go with some stats when Mario gets in here as well. 53 of you watching, please be sure to hit that thumbs up button if you have not already. Appreciate every single one of you being here for this Monday Night Football game between the Buffalo Bills and the New York, New Jersey Jets. Jets trailing 10-3. Jets losing Aaron Rodgers on the first offensive series of the game for the Jets. a sack by the Buffalo Bills, by Leonard Floyd. And unfortunately, it looks like Aaron Rodgers rolled on his ankle a little bit, and he will not return in this game. They want 7, Joe, hence the timeout. Whatever, fine. We criticized them so much last year for not using the timeouts at the right time. Use all 3. I don't care. Yeah, no, I get it. Like they just ran 3rd and 1. The personnel was a heavy run formation, I formation. By the time you get everyone off the pile and you reset the formation, yeah, absolutely. All right, so not only do we want a touchdown, who do we want in this to get this touchdown? Someone already, I know some people want Gabe Davis, but this is the guy I want right here. This is the guy I want right here to get this touchdown. Kincaid, get your 4th catch, get in the end zone, and stop having people worry about the rookie tight end curse or not doing as much as rookie tight end. Get in the end zone, make it happen. Dalton Kincaid get 17 touchdowns this year. That'd be nice. Yeah, see, Scott's with me. John's with me. Let's do it. Let's do it. Get Kincaid in there. Kincaid is the man. Let's go. See? He was rated the 2nd best coach as far as clock management. By who? By who? Some metric. Like, I don't believe in that metric. Whatever it was, I don't believe it. Yeah, we'll see if Aaron Rodgers is back by our 2nd game. 2 wide receivers top of screen to the bottom. Allen under pressure, and he gets sacked. Jefferson with the sack. Jets player ended up with the ball, but I'm pretty sure at least he was down. We don't need a TD. I mean, it would be nice. I want a TD. Bills call their 2nd timeout with 34 seconds to go. I want a TD, but need is such a strong word. Such a strong word. Let me put it to you this way, though. If we score a TD now and only score 20 points in this game, my prediction is correct. We win 2016. I won't be that thrilled. Did Torrance just give his first sack? I'm not sure who got the sack. I'm sorry. I wasn't paying that close attention. Was Cyrus the virus? All right, 2nd and 13 now. I mean, it was only a 3-yard loss. So that's one thing I like about Allen. He rarely will take a huge loss sack, right? Like, it's 3 yards. Like, it sucks, but is what it is. 2 wide receivers, top to the bottom. Run back goes out for a pass as well. Allen throws it to Cook. Oh, don't throw a flag. There's no flag. There's no flag on Williams for face guarding. He didn't touch you. At least I didn't see him touch you. 3rd and 13. You may not. I need it. Yeah, he needs to put that in front of him. It hits 56 in the face mask. It hits the defender in the face mask. Yeah, you need to throw that towards the pylon, Allen. And you know that. You know that. You know what you need to do. 5 seconds on the play clock, 29 in the game clock. Shotgun on 3rd and 13. Allen, are you going to run? He's going to run. He's going to jump over people 7 yards short of the first down. He's down to 16. 7-yard gain, 4th down. The field goal unit has to come on. Why would you jump there? You can't blame good for trying, maybe. Jets defense is legit. Sorry, Josh, you can't leap that far. You just can't leap that far. The Jets called that timeout. Yeah, and even Troy Aikman, concussion prone and all. It's like, just protect yourself. Be smart. Be smart. Still not the smartest cookie. Still not the smartest cookie. But the Bills will try a field goal with 20 seconds to go. Try to extend this lead to a 2-possession game. Again, I know a lot of you are disappointed to not get the touchdown, but you can't go for it here. I think we'd all agree you can't go for it on 4th and 6. So 34-yard field goal attempt for Tyler Bass. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So again, with 17 seconds to go, Bills go up 13-3. Have to take the 2-possession lead. You do. You're playing a backup quarterback on the road, a divisional matchup. You get out of here with the win, and with no one hurt, no one getting seriously hurt. Like, unfortunately, the Jets suffered already. You're happy. You're happy with that performance. So hopefully that stays that way. Well, they have a game on Disney Plus this year. Is the Nickelodeon game doing so well that Disney was like, we need to get in on that action? They still don't break it. Yeah, listen, 17 seconds to go. I'd still be like, my best threat's running the ball. You want a Hail Mary, coach? You know, I want me to run the ball. 188 total yards for the Bills, 144 total yards for the Jets. Time possession definitely favoring the Bills, 19-32 to 10-19 right now. Both teams with one turnover. Obviously, the Jets turnover more impactful. 11 first downs to 5 for the Jets. So that's doing just fine. Just fine. And the kickoff is going to be kicked out of the end zone for a touchback with 17 seconds to go. And that's where Zach Wilson and this Jets team will take over. Again, Zach Wilson in for Aaron Rodgers, who was injured on the first offensive drive for the New York Jets. Let's see. If I'm the Jets, I just take a knee, to be honest with you. Take a knee. Like I said, getting to halftime. Headset's already off for the offensive coordinator, so I'm pretty sure they're just taking a knee. Yep. I do too, Rick, but with these 17 seconds, time possession is going to, start leaning more towards the Jets' way. Greg, they didn't call a QB sneak. It wasn't a called QB run. Allen was looking downfield, couldn't find anyone open. Again, we can say we want this offense to shine, but the Jets defense gets paid too. You're talking about Sauce Gardner being back there. You're talking about Whitehead being back there. Like, they have a really good secondary. And so you just can't stay back there. And the pocket collapsed pretty quickly. So that was not a designed QB run at all, in my opinion. I believe that the initial thought was that, we'd find someone open. And unfortunately, we just didn't. So that's what that is. We are at halftime here in East Rutherford, New Jersey, with the Buffalo Bills up 13-3. Again, you guys can join me. If I was the Jets, I would just call a run play every single play. I would too, Smith. I would too. Second half, I'd come out. The Jets received the second half kickoff. I would say run, run, run. Back to when the Bills had O.J. Simpson. Run left, run middle, run up, one left, run middle, one right. And see what happens. Punt if you have to. But that's what I would do right now. Aaron Rodgers left the game extra. That's what I don't know what they were looking for, but that's good. We can talk about the Bills getting pressure on the quarterback. That's happened quite a few times in this game. We got 2 sacks, a couple knockdowns, and I think that's what we wanted to see out of the Buffalo Bills defensive line. Again, we want to see them be able to stop the run better. But yeah, time possession 19 minutes to 10. Yep, absolutely. Love seeing it. So let's go over some stats right now. I see Mario in the waiting room. Waiting. Excuse me, sir. I'm waiting. So we'll get Mario in on here. How you doing, sir? Give me 1 second.
Look at you. Look at you.
You love me. How's that first thing for you? So what are your initial thoughts on that first half? First, obviously, the Rodgers injury is terrible. You hate seeing that.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I tweeted out, the Jets look like, somebody drove them to a party and then left with the car. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I know you never want to see anything like that right. for anybody, but it's really tough. The Jets are having trouble finding a little bit of their footing, but their defense is still going to be an elite defense. So they're really giving Buffalo some trouble. Spencer Brown getting pushed back into the face of,
oh my gosh.
It's not good.
Wow.
I mean, it's not good.
No.
But if you're playing up against this team and this defense, it's going to be tough sledding. Everything you get, it's going to take a while to get and develop and stuff like that. But I mean, there are just some plays that were called that I highly question. I mean, we did this a lot last year with Dorsey. So that's the thing that Saleh does to you. That's what his defense does to you. So
right. And you know, I question, because MetLife, and we talked about this in the stream actually, what happened. MetLife is kind of known for, you know, not being great for players, right? As far as injuries go and things like that. Should they have had back-to-back games at MetLife Stadium, you know, 24 hours apart? I don't know if that was the smartest idea.
No, but the NFL is a lot about revenue and everything else that goes along with it. So if you have two playoff teams in the NFC East, and now you're going to play one potentially being a playoff team prior to tonight, a lot of people picking them in the AFC East, then that's what you're going to do. You're going to try to maximize it in one of the biggest markets in the U.S. So was it a smart decision? No, but when do they ever care about player safety?
That's true. So we talked about that. But and you look at, you know, and I forget it was, I think it was Spin brought this up too. You look at the Jets, like first 5 games. Like if he misses time, like that's terrible for the Jets. They have like the Cowboys, the Eagles, and Chiefs all the first like 5 games. It's like, oh, that's rough. But how about our run defense? You like that so far? Is that going good?
Don't even get me on the Breece Hall train. I already saw Rico tweet out, we picked Kaiir Elam over and gave up on Breece Hall. So I mean, I understand that. Bernard out there, it sometimes feel like it's 10 on 11. Yeah. Because it's just there's a lot of plays. I'm sure we'll cover it in the post game. Make sure you guys stay tuned for that as well tonight. Joe, doing a phenomenal job. I've been peeking in on the stream a little bit. But come on. I mean, they have to do something with that other linebacker position. Everybody was worried about it. Everybody was concerned about it. And now you're starting to see the manifestation of that, you know, and it's just not – things have to change, basically. I saw Taylor Rapp in there for a little bit, you know, playing in that little other linebacker role. So we'll see if that manifests in itself a little bit more as the game progresses.
Yeah. Someone did say in the comment section that there's no way that anyone else, that DeMar Hamlin was catching him on that play. Like, glad that Bernard was in there to catch up. You know, he didn't give up on the play. Like, that's good. But see, in my opinion, like, and we talked about it in the text thread a little bit, like Trey White had a chance to stop Breece Hall at the line of scrimmage and just didn't do it.
Yeah, he got a hand on him.
He just didn't get him. And he needs to be able to make, he didn't have a blocker on him. He needs to be able to make that tackle. You know, but he also plays. There's a reason why he plays cornerback and not linebacker in the NFL too.
Yeah, there's something about a corner and the amount of time they have to make a tackle at the line of scrimmage versus a linebacker running into the mesh and not getting in the cutback lane. You know, there's something to be said about that.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah, I mean, you look at Josh Allen. Now, what did you think about that interception? Because I say it was a bad throw, but it was basically a punt. That was 3rd and long. And it was
he essentially flipped the field. I think he was doing a little bit too much. But I think he still has a little bit of that hero ball in him. And you know, we could talk about Dable all night.
Right.
You mean what's going on, but no, I'm talking specifically about Dable. Dable was one of the guys who could ring him in. Sure. When he has those hero plays, he can kind of rein him in. Dorsey doesn't have that level yet. Dorsey and Allen, I think, are kind of buddies. Right. So that's why you see Allen cut it back in instead of running out of bounds. That's why you see Allen on a 2nd down or a 3rd down, not even close to the first down line, try to jump over somebody. I mean, I think with Dable here, that probably wouldn't have happened. He would have pulled back the reins. But I think with Dorsey here, he has a little bit more free reign, and he's just still trying to be Josh Allen superhero. You know what I mean? So
now I did like seeing, like, after that one play where he cut in instead of going out of bounds, you see McDermott on the sideline pointing.
Oh, he was pissed.
He was pissed. He should be. Absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, because he saw all that happen in 2015 and beyond with Cam Newton. You know, you got to take care of yourself. You're not going to be 27 the rest of your career, dude.
Right. Correct. No, you're right. And that touchdown pass where I liked that, like where he was almost past the line of scrimmage and he was like, oh, there's an open dig, so I'll just throw it to him. And there's been a couple times in his career where he's like really just right there at the line of scrimmage. So you just wonder if that speaks to Josh Allen's intelligence as far as knowing where he is on the field at all times, or if that's just luck, right? Like what is that?
I commended the Bills for their camp and a lot of things that they were doing in this offseason, but they were playing real loose. There wasn't. They played like there was no pressure on them because everyone had kind of written them off. Oh, the window's closed. They're or whatever. It's over. You got Burrow, you got Rodgers, you got Tua, you got all these other great quarterbacks that are coming in the AFC East or AFC. Oh, what are they going to do? And now, like, Allen just going out there and playing playground ball, and it's like he doesn't even care. And I'll tell you what, if Mosley did not have two left hands, he would have had a pick six. He would have one that he knocked down. Yeah. That was there's some more ill-advised throws than I would like out of Allen in that first half, but you got to remember, that's the work of Saleh. I mean, that's what he's doing.
And so when you watch replay of that, I don't know who's to blame necessarily for that because it was a bad throw by Allen no matter what happens, but Cook stops on the route. If Cook
he stared him down. That was the problem. He stared him down the whole time.
Right. Yeah. If because the first time I saw it in live action, I was like, "There's no one even there. Like, who are you throwing the ball to?"
Oh yeah.
But then you watch the replay and you saw like if Cook keeps going, he's there. But if Cook keeps going, he also knows I'm getting knocked the hell out by Mosley over the middle. So I'm going to stop right here and just hope he hits me here because I'm all right.
So, yeah. I'm definitely going to get lit up. So in the comments, you guys, the stats for did you give all the first half stats?
I have not yet. No.
All right. It's, Allen, very efficient, 17 to 22. Right. Not a lot of yardage, but seeing something out of Allen that we haven't seen in a long time, and it's checkdowns. And that's what I'm liking that, the fact that he doesn't have to try to run all the time if the pressure's in his face. Utilize that. And a lot of times in games, depending on the game plan that you have, he's getting the ball out of his hands quick, which frustrates defenses that are as aggressive as the Jets. And the other thing that it does is it brings guys closer to the line of scrimmage so you can hit those shots down the field like the one to Gabe Davis. So maybe it was a part of Dorsey and in the offensive game plans, but I like the efficiency passing. I know a lot of people don't like it. It's very boring football, but it's the thing that wins games. So we'll see if that continues for the second half. We'll see if they open things up, but they're kicking off, I believe, in the second half, right?
The Bills are kicking off. And you're talking about the Bills versus Jets. You're getting boring football, right? I mean, I asked for score predictions in my pregame, and some people were like 28-24, and I was like, no. Sorry.
No. I love these defensive battles.
I mean,
Joe,
absolutely.
with Ryan this weekend, we call games for Brockport.
Yeah.
It was 6-5. It was the most fun calling a game I think I've had in like 2 years.
Good.
Because I love that chess match that they have. Absolutely. Like these defensive battles, the NFL hates it. A lot of fans hate it. I love it. I love the chess match that goes on because every throw, it's like playoff baseball. Every throw counts. Everything you do counts.
So I want to get your opinion. A pregame, one of my keys to victory, because I always give 3 keys to victory, was get the running game established without Josh Allen, right? Get your running backs going. And I specifically said if the Bills just running backs ended with 80 yards in this game, to me that was enough to get this to say, hey, we're running the ball more significantly. And here we are, first half, 9 carries between Cook and Harris combined for 40 yards. Has that been enough, do you think, to get this to make the Jets realize, hey, there's a running game here as well that we need to look out for?
Well, if you think about it, 9 carries between 2 running backs in one half doesn't seem like a lot. But then again, when you have defensive battles like this, you don't have many possessions. Right. You don't have a lot of plays that you're going to be running. So for the amount of times they did have the ball, that is pretty efficient. 9 carries, 40 yards. I like the fact of when they're calling them. They're not in obvious downs. It's not always a first down and 10. It's not always sometimes you get a draw on 2nd and 13, it breaks for you, and then you get a 3rd and short. So the times that Dorsey and Allen, whenever he's doing his checks, and whenever they decide to do those things, they're starting to manifest and starting to be a little bit better. The timing of the runs is a lot better than what I saw last year. That's the thing that's an improvement that I've seen in this game, and they're being a little bit more efficient with it.
Sure. Yeah, and as far as stats go, time possession 19.5 to 10.5. You have to love that in these defensive battles. We've had the ball
because you wear them down. You definitely wear them down.
Exactly. After that. You're wearing these teams down. We're 4 for 8 on 3rd downs compared to their 1 for 4. So you love seeing that. Rushing yards, they have the 124 because of 2 huge runs by Breece Hall. But total yards, we have 188 to their 143. So, and we have 2 sacks. And, we didn't get a lot of pressure on quarterbacks last year. That was a big question going into this year. Our running defense hasn't been great, but we've gotten pressure on the quarterback.
Yeah, so you're saying that overall, the Jets, minus that one run, they have 60 yards for the entire half.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah, that's what you're going to expect from now on. As long as these two defensive head coaches are a member of the Bills and the Jets, these are the types of games that you're going to expect, and that you're going to have. Allen going through a very tough defense like that in his own division is something that a lot of great quarterbacks really didn't have to do. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but you know that Brady wasn't going through any tough defenses in his own division. And the only time really Manning saw a tough defense was when he went against Brady. And that was mostly in the playoffs. Allen gets to see it twice a year. And now with Vic Fangio down in Miami, you feel like he's going to see it twice more. You're going to have a lot of nail biters like this. The Bills, I don't expect them to blow out anybody this entire year.
No, and you still Bill Belichick of the Patriots.
True.
So you know the Patriots. So it's 6 tough defenses.
He was confusing Hurts yesterday.
He was.
You have to remember that.
Yeah. The Patriots looked fine against the defending NFC champions. Like remember the Eagles got off to a 16-0 lead in that game, and you're like, okay, blowout city, we're done here. And it's 25-20, and the Eagles are like, let's try to give this away. Why not? So the Bills just kick the ball off. The Jets, it's a touchback. Jets have the ball 1st and 10 at the 25. I'll call this play, and then we'll say goodbye. I formation, two wide receivers, one at the top, one at the bottom. It's a pitch to, is that Hall or I think that's Breece Hall. Give me a second here. It goes for negative 1 yard. So, hey, the Bills stopped to run for negative yardage. So you got to love that. Good way to start the second half. It was Breece Hall. So, there goes his average. Shoot.
He was on pace for 6,000 yards this year.
Right, exactly. Mario and
I'll
Paul
see you guys on the post game, guys.
Post game. So, check him out. Thanks a lot. See you later, buddy.
Out of here.
All right, so it's going to be 2nd and 11 for the New York Jets. I formation again. Pressure getting to Wilson. Oh, he's able to get away, but unable to complete it to Hall. Milano almost had his 2nd pick of the day. Russo holding his finger. He might have to come out. He might hit a helmet there or something. But again, guys, that was Mario. Join them for their postgame. Mario and Paul will have postgame after this one. 14-17 to go now in 3rd quarter. It's going to be 3rd and a long 10 for the Jets. They didn't even give him a negative 1 yard on that run, but 3rd and 10 for the Jets. Russo, that probably should have been penalty on the Bills because Wilson's helmet got hit. Check formation through. Our receivers top of screen, one to the bottom for the Jets. And the pass, dart by Wilson completed to Wilson. Wilson for about 14 yards, and enough for a 1st down. I think that's Wilson's first catch of the day, actually. Huge 3rd down conversion for the Jets. Yeah, good coverage there by Bernard. Good coverage. He's there. Or I'm sorry, by Benford. Cook 8-37 and Harris 1 for 3. So that's where you get 9 for 40. Shotgun formation, backward pass. This to Cook. Cook gets about 7, maybe 8 yards on the play. Driven out of bounds by Poyer. It's going to be 2nd and 3. That was Wilson's 2nd catch. He has 2 catches for 19 yards. 2nd and 3, 13:25 to go. 6-2 of you in here. Hit that thumbs up button as we have a 2nd and 3 for the Jets. Shotgun formation for Zach Wilson. 7-11 for 60 yards. He's been pretty efficient himself. He gets pressured, able to throw a screen. This is to Hall, who breaks free once again into Bills territory, down to the 35-yard line. So the Jets have a screen there, works to perfection, and the Jets get the ball because of Breece Hall once again deep inside Buffalo Bills territory. About a 22-yard gain for the Jets. And it's going to be 1st and 10 at Buffalo's 36-yard line. Yeah, I think our offenses are going to know what to do in the future against the Buffalo Bills. Run. Single back set. This one's Cook. Cook gets inside the 30. Probably got 9, maybe 10 on the play. It could be another 1st down for the Jets. No, they're going to give him 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. This defense is not doing too well against the run. Even we kind of know it's coming now. Kind of know that the Jets realize, hey, we should be running the ball a whole bunch. Run the ball a whole bunch against this team. It's a dive route to the right side. Poyer and Benford on the tackle. It's going to be 2nd and 1. 11:50 to go. Jets first opening drive of the second half. Bills up 13-3. 2 wide receivers top of the screen. Jets moving from right to left. And this time a run gets stopped in the backfield. Epineza on the tackle for 1-yard loss. It's going to be 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Jets trying to get the clock on their side. Again, that's why you try to get the ball in the second half, right? Let that defense relax a little bit more. And as long as the run's working, why would you try to do anything else? Johnson is the one who came in, forced Hall to the outside to make a move early, and Epineza is able to clean it up. Shotgun formation, 5 wide receiver set, 3rd and 2. Cook comes back in the backfield. I was about to say, why would you not just run the ball 3rd and 2? Would you expect the Bills to beat you twice? There you go. Run Breece Hall, and Breece Hall gets the first down. Why wouldn't you do that? That makes sense. If you're a Jets fan, if you're a Jets coaching staff, why wouldn't you do that? I saw 5 wide. I was like, that's dumb. That's dumb. And the Jets get first down inside the 25-yard line. Again, just a different look by the Jets, starting Breece Hall as a wide receiver, then comes back and gets the handoff. And it looks like a Bills player is down, unfortunately. That's number 97, Jordan Phillips. Phillips credited with a sack earlier in this game. 10:48 to go in third quarter, going to commercial break here with Jordan Phillips down. The Bills up on the Jets, 13-3, opening drive of the second half. The Jets deep inside Buffalo Bills territory, 1st and 10 at the Bills' 22-yard line. Some other games from yesterday. Jacksonville did beat the Colts. That game was back and forth for a long time. Again, I talked a little bit earlier about how we saw Richardson go down in that game. Trying to do a little bit too much as we see Josh Allen do so much. And it frustrates us so much. Richardson first game. Hopefully that's something that he's able to get under control. Again, first game, so he should be able to. I did give an update that he was able to walk off under – Phillips was able to walk off under his own power. So that's good to see. Tennessee losing to the Saints. Ryan Tannehill is so bad yesterday. Throwing into double coverage. He had, 3 interceptions? Did he have 3 interceptions yesterday? He had 3 interceptions, less than 200 yards passing. Just so bad. And to lose that game by 1 point, you had a good chance to win that game. Derek Carr did fine with his first start as a Saint, 23 of 33, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Derrick Henry, 63 rushing yards. We also had 56 receiving yards to get over 100 total yards in that game. But the Saints do win that one, 16-15. Las Vegas beat the Broncos in Denver, 17-16. Miami, and that was the game of the day. And I know some people think that the Chargers got a little screwed at the end there, and whatever the case might be. 36-34, back and forth the entire way. A really good game overall. Tua, there were bright spots for Tua. There was some spots that looked really bad, right? That fumble at the 6-yard line on the first drive. I think he had a bad interception in that game. Just a couple bad plays, but overall, you can't be upset when you now are the 4th highest leading passing yards in the opening weekend of the NFL season. So good job for them. The Rams beat the Seahawks by the surprise of the day yesterday because they beat them pretty handily. Patriots barely losing to the Eagles, as Mario and I talked about at halftime, 25-20. Packers beat the Bears, and Dallas shut out the New York Giants 40-0. All right, back from commercial break. Single back set, 2 wide receivers top of the screen to the bottom. Looks like Breece Hall alone in the backfield. He gets the ball on a stretch play, and Benford comes down and tackle, 1-yard loss. So, I'm sorry, Bernard. Why do I keep calling Benford? Because they're both terrible. 9-play, 54-yard drive currently for the Jets. Good opening drive of the second half. Come on, no TV, says Ryan. TD says Ryan. I hope we get a turnover, to be honest with you. You know, a long drive like this where they get down into Buffalo Bills territory and come over with no points, I would love that. I would love that. To me, that completely Bernard already has 6 tackles today. Unfortunately, a lot of them are downfield. I formation again. And this time, fumble. He does fumble it backwards, but it's out of bounds, unfortunately. Rousseau forces the fumble. It's a loss on the play of about 6 because the ball went backwards. And it's going to be 3rd and long. The ball did come out. Brees still on that ball. It's a wet ball. You know, we didn't talk about ball security in the pregame, but when it's raining and wet all the time, that would have been nice. The ball goes, almost directly out of bounds, though, so you can't do much about that. Can't do much about that. All right, we've talked about what we're not impressed with, but remember, the Bills are up 13-3. Let me know in the comment section, what are you most impressed with so far with this Buffalo Bills team? 9:20 to go in the third quarter. What impressed you in the first half? 3rd and 13, shotgun formation, 3 wide receivers top of the screen, 1 to the bottom. 5 people come in. Wilson's going to take a big loss here unless he throws it away. Throw it away. There you go. Have to throw that one away. He was back at the 50. Now there's a bunch of flags down, though, in the secondary, so that's going to be a first down. That's going to be a first down for the Jets. That's going to be a free first down. That's terrible. That's terrible. Oh, it might be a legal man downfield. Offensive pass interference. All right. So they both of them. Ineligible player downfield and offensive pass interference. Whew. All right, good. 4th and 13, so we forced that field goal attempt. Groot looking good. Yeah, I agree. Oh, man. Getting that pressure. So we got a 43-yard field goal attempt. There's a flag down. For what? Nothing. They're just cleaning up the old flags. 43-yard field goal attempt for the Jets here. 9:03 going third quarter. This may get a 1-possession game. Six-minute drive by the Jets to open up the second half. And it will end with 3 points. So the Bills do stop them to a field goal, but the Jets get a little bit closer. 13-6. The Bills getting ready for their first drive on offense in the second half. Again, we've seen a very efficient Josh Allen. Was 17-21. Let's see if the Buffalo Bills can get another score. Hopefully another TD, as Callie says. Yeah, absolutely. But I just want to make sure we're up 2 possessions the rest of the rest of this game. Just answer their score, and I'm happy with that. If you do it with a touchdown, that's awesome. Then you're pretty much putting them down 2 touchdowns. Actually, that's exactly what you're doing, putting them on 2 touchdowns. 75-yard TD. Does Davis has 1 catch so far? It was a nice grab, a nice run up to catch. But does he only have that 1 catch? Remember, he is playing against Sauce Gardner. So I'm not expecting a whole lot out of him. 1 catch, 26 yards. Kincaid 3 for 17. Harris 1 for 13. Knox 2 for 10. Hardy 3 for 9. Cook 1 for 4. So not a lot. As Paul said, this is the type of game you get when you get these 2 teams. McDermott seems to be calling a good defensive game plan. Obviously, needs to do something about that run defense. Needs to do something about linebacker. You need to do something about linebacker. It clearly is not working with Bernard in there. So you need to do something about that, whatever that might be. But what's the answer at this point, guys? Honestly, what do you think? Tell me in the comment section. What do you think the answer is at this point? Or is it too late in the season? Do we have what we have? I think trades are always an option, but you find the right trade partner. You need to figure out what you're trading away to get better there. So I don't know. You guys let me know in the comment section. What do you think should be the answer? I like rap, says John. Kirksey just needs time to learn the playbook. Yep, you're right. Kirksey will make a big difference, I think. Kirksey will make a big difference. Here's a stat for you from Buffalo Bills PR. Josh Allen, Stefon Diggs are the second Bills QB wide receiver duo to reach 30 regular season TDs. Does anyone know who the first was? Pretty sure you got this one. I trust you guys. I'm pretty sure you got this one. Let me know. Let me know in the comment section. Let me know. Scott says, give him time. All you need is time. I love McDermott. Frazier's defense done. Well, definitely getting pressure on the quarterback, right? Which is a good thing. All right, kickoff goes out of the end zone. So it's 8:59 to go in the third quarter. Bills will start their first drive of the second half from the 25-yard line. Bills duo. Who's the only other Bills quarterback wide receiver duo to have 30 regular season touchdowns or more? I'm actually surprised that it's only 30, to be honest with you. Like it, answer with 7. I would like that. All right, H-back delay. This is why you don't do halfback delays. They're the worst play in the league. It's a 1-yard loss, 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. I need another beer. Reed Kelly says, Scott, that's an interesting thought. Maybe then. Now we got 2nd and 11 because of a halfback delay. Smart is playing football. Stupid. Shotgun formation, 4 wide receivers. And looking, you don't have all that time. Allen finds an open guy. That's Dawson Knox on the catch and the first down. Big play by Knox. I mean, Allen almost got hit there. Knox falls down and then comes back to Allen. Allen finds him. All right, 7:45 to go. 1st and 10 from their own 38-yard line. 2 wide receivers to the bottom of the screen, 1 to the top. Bills moving from left to right. Looks like you have Kincaid in the backfield. Yes, and no, I'm sorry, it was Knox in the backfield. Kincaid with the catch, and he gets close to another first down. Maybe about 9 yards there. Nice to see both tight ends getting used. Absolutely. If you have a dual tight end threat, that's a huge advantage. If you can get that going, that's dangerous. So they gave him 9 yards, 2nd and 1. 7 minutes to go now in the third quarter. Bills' first drive of the second half. Kincaid, 4 catches for 26 yards, 20 of those after the catch. Bills show a heavy run formation. Cook trying to bounce to the outside. Does get the first down. Gets maybe 4 or 5 yards before he's pushed out of bounds. And that's going to be enough. That's enough for a first down. That's good enough. Nice little run, says John. Absolutely. I think he's the one that chose to bounce that to the outside, too. I think initially it was supposed to just be run up the middle, but the middle was clogged pretty good. And he just bounced it to the outside, and it's now 1st and 10 Buffalo. Close to midfield, I believe at the Jets' 49-yard line. Yeah, in Jets territory. So we'll take it. We're going to take it. Shotgun formation. Cook to the right. He gets a screen. Maybe about 3 yards. Our screen does not work as good as the Jets did earlier, but does get positive yards. So you got to like that. You do have to like that. It is now 2nd and 7 with 5:50 to go in the third quarter. At the Jets' 46-yard line. What's Cook moving at the snap? What's Allen doing? Pretends to take off. Then he finds, is that Davis? No, that's Diggs with another first down. And the Bills want a late hit on the defender, but there's no flag on the play. They thought the defender led with his helmet. But again, no flag on the play. That's Sauce Gardner on Davis. Number 3 with the tackle. Number 3 looked like he might got hurt on the hit. No, maybe not. But that is enough for a first down to the 38-yard line. 7 receptions for Stephon Diggs. Fake handoff to Harris. And looking to throw, and now he just falls. Now he just falls down. Loses his footing. Looks like he saw lane and he might have been able to take off. But he loses his footing, and now it's going to be second down. Morse, slow to get up. Says he's all right, though. I don't want to see what this offensive line looks like without Mitch Morse this year. I really don't. Cappy Field. It is. It is. Luckily, we only have to play there. Oh, no, we do have to play the Giants this year. So we played well, but do we play the Giants at home, though? We might play the Giants at home, so it might be all right. We only play it once. Yeah, I'm not sure if he was going to run up and keep looking downfield, just need to get away from the collapsed pocket, or if he was going to run. 2nd and 12. Allen throws it deep, takes a shot, and it's picked off again. Diggs tries to get there. He's unable to. That's the second pick, both of them, by number 3 of the Jets. Another dumb throw into double coverage. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, Diggs only would have been able to bat that thing down. Whitehead with his second pick of the day. I don't know what he's doing. Like, what are you doing? And that one's in the end zone, so it's come back to 20. And that was on second down. So it's not a punt situation. Like, there's nothing good about that throw. Nothing good about that throw. And it's a good interception. I mean, Diggs even you could argue there was offensive pass interference there to try to stop it. Wow. Whoa. So Jets will get the ball first 10 at their own 20-yard line. And they have the chance to get closer with that time possession too. And they have another long drive here. Luckily, they haven't been able to get in the end zone yet, but, I mean, if we give them enough chances, that's going to change. Give them enough chances, that's going to change. Yeah, he's not just set when he throws those balls, and that's really making them float, and it just looks bad. And they're both in double coverage. Like, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. Any sense at all. If the Jets could pull out a win here, like, talk about a confidence boost, right? If you're the Jets, if you can get Wilson to get you a win against the Bills on Monday Night Football, I don't do anything. They do it. I don't do it. I don't do the same. Well, I do the same crap every year, but it probably doesn't piss you off anything. Maybe it does. I don't know. Maybe you hate my singing when I'm happy. Maybe you hate my play-by-play, which I get. Like, I completely understand all of that. All of it. But, what's wrong with Josh? I don't know. I don't know what he's thinking in that situation. I really don't. Really don't. I think that it was a terrible decision to throw it into double coverage there. It's second down. You don't have to go for the miracle. I don't know. Again, the only thing Diggs was trying to do there was defend it. Diggs 7 catches, 62 yards, and a touchdown. Breece Hall 5 carries for 106 yards. So we've really knocked down his average a little bit. Almost in field goal position. Yeah. I mean, we almost were. We were at midfield. There's no, get the field goal, go up 2 possessions again if you can. You don't need to throw a long ball every time, but that's what we decided to do. Second pick for like I said, second pick on the day for number 3 of the Jets. So Whitehead has 2 picks this season, both against Josh Allen. And we are in the -1 as far as turnover differential. Shotgun formation for Wilson. Screen set up. This one to Cook. Gets about 15 yards. Not happy right now. And I never understand. Like, you look at the line right now. Kincaid's getting, like, they're showing the replay. Kincaid's getting 6 to 7 yards off the line of scrimmage. Sheffield's open. And they just don't throw it to him. Like, take the 3 yards. Yeah, throw your helmet. Be mad. Whatever. Take the 3 yards. And more people don't know. More teams don't do that. And I don't understand it. Pass on first down. Nice tackle by Trey White in the open field for a 3-yard loss. Was a wide receiver screen, and White read it and tackled him in the backfield. So a 3-yard loss, 2-yard loss apparently, 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12, 3:05 to go here in the third quarter. Bills up on the Jets, 13-6. Shotgun formation. Quick throw, incomplete. Threw it low. So it's going to be a 3rd and 12. Can the Bills defense get off the field? Get off the field. Just figure the Bills defense has to be tired. A long first drive by the Jets ends in a field goal. Josh Allen throws an interception. They have to begin tired. Now, long third quarter for the Buffalo Bills defense. Shotgun formation, 2:49 to go in the third quarter. 3rd and 12. Get pressure. Oh, almost got to him. Pass underneath to number 32. There's a flag down. I think the Bills lined up offsides or a false start. No, the Jets are coming off the field, though. Holding on the defense. On the offense, I mean. The penalty decline is going to be 4th down. Holding on the offense, 4th down. So the Bills defense does get off the field. Pass was to Michael Carter, who was in at running back for the Jets. So his first action of the day. Hope that doesn't mean anything's wrong with Hall or Cook. 4th and 6 from their own 39. It's punt team's on. Punt's in the air. And Hardy does not call for a fair catch this time. He's going to return it from the 11 to the 15. So don't turn the ball over because we're kind of deep in our own territory right now. Don't turn the ball over. That's all I ask. Maybe have a nice long drive of your own. Oh, yeah, this is 100% who Josh Allen is, Dallas. Like this, yeah. This is 100% who Josh Allen is. Like, this is what we have to get used to. Like, and I said that. Remember the offseason, people were talking about how, or Bill's organization was talking about how Josh Allen, he realizes he has to play smart. Like, no, he might realize it in his head, but not in his heart. He still plays loose. Like a wild, I don't know, wild pit, fill in the line, because I just can't right now. I'm just so annoyed with the Josh Allen we see week in and week out sometimes. And we love him sometimes for the plays he makes. And there are times where we just don't understand what he's thinking. Probably why he didn't get any Division I-A scholarships. Because they saw this and said, we want a guy who knows what he's thinking. Who knows what he's talking about. Knows what he's doing. Give him time. Give who time? Josh Allen? 7 years, man. 7 years. Seven years. Josh gonna Josh. Yes, he is. I just can't believe it. Maybe the Hollywood girlfriend. No. He needs to be more driven than ever to win a Super Bowl this year. And that needs to be the truth every year. Every year you go into the league, you need to be driven to win everything. Not give up possessions. Because this is still a 7-point game. This is a 1-possession game right now. It really shouldn't be. It really shouldn't be. Yeah, no, I understand, Rick. I understand. And I talked about how Mitch looked like he got her a little bit. And then the next play gets blown up. I understand. But still Josh Allen's job to protect the ball, even if that means taking a sack. Sometimes that means taking a sack. I can't remember how many times I saw Tom Brady just go down on his own. You can't have a defensive game without interceptions. You actually kind of can. You kind of can. All right, Josh Allen, and definitely not 2. Oh, Sheffield gets the ball on a trick play of some sort, gets 4 yards. He was set up as a wide receiver underneath and came in motion, came around the running back, and they faked the hand up to run back at the snap and pitched it to Sheffield for 4 yards. So it's going to be 2nd and 6. And listen, again, 4 yards of play, I'm okay with that. Give me 4 yards of play. 4 plus 4 plus 4 is 12 every time. And 12 every time. Well, not every time you get a penalty, but 12 is good for first down. Shotgun formation, moving left to right. 2 wide receivers at the bottom of the screen. It looks like Kincaid and Knox at the top. They like this formation. Allen rolling to the right. Try and find someone open. Just throw it away. There you go. Throw it away. That's fine. So it'll be 3rd and 6. Yes, this is also true. I know the right thing to do, or at least I think I do, but we're going to do something else anyway. Why not? This is the way it goes. 1:22 to go in the 3rd quarter. Still 13-6. The Bills over the Jets. 3rd and 6 now for the Buffalo Bills. You can't hear me? Let me know if it's just Scott or if it's everybody. Shotgun formation, 3 wide receivers on the screen to the top. Pass out to Diggs. He will not get the first down. He is short. Okay, thanks, Spin. Short of the first down, so it's going to be 4th and 2, and we just can't go for it from here. So this tired defense for the Buffalo Bills is going to get out there again, and I just don't like it. Just don't like it. No, it wasn't Diggs. It was Cook on the play. I'm sorry. James Cook on the play. Thanks, Rick. Appreciate it. So it's going to be 4th and 2. Less than a minute to go now in the 3rd quarter. Martin in for punting. Jets almost get to it. He gets it away. Good punt. Back inside 25. Good coverage. Good coverage by Saran Neal. Probably the only time I'll call Saran Neal's name tonight, but it was a good time to come up with a big play. Good coverage by Saran Neal, because if he misses that tackle, there's no one around. There's no one around. So good tackle by Neal, and the Jets will start with the ball. 1st and 10. Inside the 30, I know that. 25. 25. Time for our defense to get turnover, says Rick. I hope so. Even the turnover battle. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. Again, Cal, you can't just say that after A, one game, and B, against a really good Jets team. A really good Jets defense, at least. How many points did we score last year against the Jets total? It was games like this every single time. Every single time the games like this. So didn't expect anything else. We didn't expect to put up 40 like Dallas did against the Giants yesterday. Chris Stratton thought we'd put up 50. I don't think he actually did, but Bills by 50. That's what he says. In order to win by 50, I have to put up at least 50 points. Man, I would love to win next week 40-0. But I mean, we've had over the stretch of time, we've had comfortable wins. Think of week 1 last year against the Rams. It's a very comfortable win. And I'm okay. I'm at a 3 right now as far as worried about this team losing. I'm not there. You know what I mean? I'm not like, oh no, we're giving this game away. We still haven't allowed a touchdown. I think this defense can hold up. Again, I think this defense is getting tired though. We were up 19.5 to 10.5 in time possession at the end of the first half. it's still 26-18, so it's not bad. Damar Hamlin inactive today on the sideline, showing him on the camera because, again, last time the Bills were playing Monday Night Football was when that incident with Damar Hamlin happened, where he had cardiac arrest on the field. But he is inactive today. Frank says, let's go Buffalo. Let's go. Jets defense was ranked number 1 last year. They'll be up there towards the top again this year too. First and 10, 33 seconds to go in third quarter. Offset I formation for the Jets. Take a stretch play to the running back. Here comes a blitz. Oh, get to him. Get to him. Almost intercepted. Incomplete. Lawson. Shaq Lawson almost gets to the quarterback on that play. I wish it was Oliver. So they can say, hey, Oliver did something. But he doesn't because he's at Oliver. It's going to be 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. They're going to run the ball on 2nd down. They need to run the ball on 2nd down. And they do run the ball on 2nd down, and it's a gain of 8. Why wouldn't you do that every play? Breece Hall, 8 yards to the outside. That will be the last play of the third quarter. That's a nice way to put it, John. Our run D is suspect. No, our run D is awful. White misses a tackle again. You got to make that tackle, White. Got to learn how to tackle, Trey. Learn how to tackle. Oliver wasn't even in on that play. That's why he paid you. Sit on the sideline. Just keep running. If I'm the Jets, I'm running every single play. And third quarter, Bills still up 13-6. Jets got a field goal in that quarter. That's about it. So you got to respond to some texts. You got to respond to some texts that I received, some texts. But yeah, the Buffalo Bills offense not looking great. Run defense not looking great. But here we are, still up 13-6. Again, what more can you ask for than a road divisional win? What more could you really ask for than a road divisional win? With very few to no serious injuries, right? This will be the toughest defense to play all year. We're going to play a lot of tough defenses this year, man. A lot of tough defenses. New England's defense looks tough. Remember, 7 of the points the Eagles got were directly from a pick 6 yesterday. So, Frank says, Breece Hall, leading rusher. Dalvin Cook, leading rusher. Or leading receiver. So, you know what they're doing. You know what they're doing. And Frank says, you're right. Yeah, you get a division road win week 1. And listen, we saw a lot of teams struggle week 1. The Ravens struggled with the Texans. Yeah, they pulled out the win, but it wasn't pretty. Like I said, Lamar had less than 10 fantasy points. He wasn't putting up gawky numbers. Look how Joe Burrow did. 88 yards of offense. 88 yards of passing offense. So we've seen, Kansas City loses to Detroit. Now, they didn't have Kelsey, but they struggle week 1. Week 1, if you look at the Vegas odds and how they bet Vegas, you bet the under. I think it's about the past 5 years, 58% of the unders have hit week 1. 58%. That's good. Take that. You're winning. Take it. So, that's just the way the NFL works. Those are what you see. Those are tendencies in the NFL. So that's okay. Start the fourth quarter 13-6. The McDermott defense even more porous than we've allowed 6 points. And we're going to get another sack. Oh, just missed him. Just missed him. Get the sack. Yes. 2-yard loss on 3rd and 3. Going to make 3rd and 5. Few Bills defensive players on the sack there. But good job by the Buffalo Bills creating a 3-and-out when you really need to. Ed Oliver in on the sack. Rousseau was the first to get pressure. Oliver gets up. Miss. Milano was the one that cleaned it up. He cleaned it up hard. Milano cleaned it up hard. 4th and 4. Watch the fake. There you go. 31-yard line. They're going to punt. It would have been a rough time to fake, but they're not the Detroit Lions. Fair catch called for at the 15. Look, you say, yeah, he missed the tackle. He missed the sack. He slowed Wilson up for other people to get there. You missed him. You let him go right by you. You let him go right through you. Just not good enough, if you ask me. Dan comes in and throws some shade at the Buffalo Bills. It's all right. It's fine. It's fine. We're going back to Buffalo next week. At least we're going somewhere. Better than New Jersey, right? We're moving up from week 1 to week 2 already, going from New Jersey to Buffalo. And then, week 3, I think it is. Or where are we going week 3? I forget. But sometime this season we're going to London. That sounds fun. Josh Allen first down, throws off to Cook. Cook gets about 6 yards before he's pushed out of bounds by number 30 of the Jets. Going to make it 2nd and 4. That was a good first down call. They're still looking at that hit from Oliver. Or not Oliver, because Oliver didn't get the hit. From Milano. I think it was fine. Wilson really hasn't done much today for the Jets. Only 2 receptions. So good job by the Bills defense covering the receivers. We'll check downs from here on out. Shotgun formation, handoff to Cook. Cook gets the first down, fights his way for about 4. So it's going to be a 1st and 10. 13 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the 4th quarter. Let's go. Score here, make it really tough on the Jets. A score here, especially on a nice 5-6 minute drive, would make it really tough on the Jets to make it a 2-possession game. Shotgun formation and alone. 3 wide receivers to the top of the screen. Looks like both tight ends to the top. Diggs is open. He gets sacked. He gets brought down hard. It's number 11 on the sack. That's Johnson. Diggs was open. If he's, again, I don't know where Diggs was in the progression. He was not looking Diggs' way. But at the snap, Diggs runs about a 5-yard in route, and he's wide open. Not even 5 yards, like a 2-yard in route, and he's open. Just take it. Take the 3 yards. Don't get hit. Because Josh Allen got hard on that play. He got thrown down hard on that play. And he's holding his stomach as he's getting up. He's not happy with that hit. 2nd and 12. 3 wide receivers to the bottom of the screen. Harris out in the flat. And he gets back maybe to the original line of scrimmage. Maybe a little bit more. Making it 3rd and maybe a long 9. 12-15 to go here in the 4th quarter. Tick, 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 like that. Well, the clock, whether the clock's running or not, whatever. We need first downs. That's what we need to keep the defense resting. We need first downs. 3rd and 9. 11:50 to go in the 4th quarter. Yeah, Jeff, looked like you got her on that one. That's what you need. You need some quick plays. Maybe that's why that was a quick play to Harris. And I'm going to take off. He's flipping it. Flips it. Gets the guy. Is that enough for a first down? Give him the first down. Nice flip. And that's enough for a first down. Big play. Latavius Murray with his first catch as a Buffalo Bill. Big play by Allen. That's a good play, and that's a first down. Good job. He knew where Murray was. I don't know if that hit was necessary at the end there, but, luckily Allen let up a little bit. Big first down. Halfback run and a shotgun. Good job. Gets 5 yards. Morris with a nice push in the back at the end to give him an extra yard and a half. Going 2nd and 5. Syracuse in the house. 2nd and 5. Murray now in there again. 3 wide receivers stop the screen. It's Davis, Diggs, and Knox. Kincaid. No, Davis. Is Diggs not in there? Because it was Davis Sheffield and Kincaid at the top. So Diggs is in there. Another run on 2nd down and 5. Gets maybe 2. That's Murray again. So it's going to be 3rd and 3. 10-20 to go in the 4th quarter. Again, one or two more first downs. I feel like we got enough defense rest for our defense. But I want a touchdown. I want a touchdown. Touchdown, I think here, like I said, makes it really tough on the Jets. A team that hasn't scored a touchdown yet today. Bills 5 of 10 on 3rd downs. Jets 3 of 9. 3rd and 2. 3rd and definitely manageable. Diggs to the bottom of the screen. 2 wide receivers to the top. Throws it. Another interception. Another interception. The 3rd on the day. Not only for Josh Allen, but for Whitehead. Whitehead with his 3rd interception of the day. That's crazy. That's crazy. Just Kincaid's right there. He has the first down. Wow. Wow. Again, just doing too much. Too much. Kincaid was wide open. You have to see the underneath guy there. You have to see the underneath guy there. That wasn't to Diggs. That was to Davis, I believe. That was intended for Davis. I'll double check it just to be sure. But I'm pretty sure that was intended for Davis. But 3 interceptions. I mean, yeah, that was intended for Davis. Yeah, Kincaid was wide open underneath. Wide open. Makes no sense. Someone's they're talking about the Manning cast. I don't know if any of you are watching the Manning cast, but I always enjoy the Manning cast. I really do. But again, when the Bills play, obviously I'm here. Maybe I should be watching this. I can't listen anyway, so I might as well get the full screen of the game on the damn ball. Hope he's getting all of his system. I just don't know, man. I just don't know. Don't know. Don't want to know right now. All I'm more focusing on is Bills win. But, man, can't win by turning the ball over. You know, if you lose a turnover battle by 2 or more turnovers, it's tough to win in this league. And here this defense is coming back onto the field. And again, luckily we got a few first downs first. So, we're able to get some rest. We've had 30 minutes of the ball already with 10 minutes to go. So we're still going to win time possession. But it just feels like the way this Jets team's running the ball, able to run the ball. Hopefully they remember to, well, if you're a Jets fan, hopefully they remember to run the ball because you shouldn't be throwing too much. Only down 1 score. Hey, it's one player. It's the same guy, Whitehead. 3 picks. The Jets run up the middle on first down, get about 4. That's the only sees here. I don't know what he sees here. Like he's trying to get to Davis. I get that. But Kincaid is so open. And he has the first down. Again, take what you have. And whoever said Diggs was open underneath, he is. He is. Like, why? And it's a bad throw. That throw needs to be on the sideline. 3 for number 3. Heavy run formation to the right. Handoff to Cook. Gets nowhere. Good swarming defense by the Buffalo Bills to get the tackle. Under 9 minutes to go now in the fourth quarter. Bills up 13-6. 3rd down and 6. Let's get the offense right back on the field. Get the offense right back on the field. So Josh throwing another interception. It's officially 3rd and 5. Thank you again for watching #sports. Again, join Mario and Paul after this game. Further post-game analysis. Bills send 4. Able to get some pressure. Gets it away. It's easy 1st down. And he's still running because we can't tackle. Inside the 30-yard line. Inside the 30-yard line. Into Buffalo Bills territory. Alan Lazard with the catch and run. Less than 8 minutes to go now in the fourth quarter. Yeah, I mean, Wilson does a good job just getting that ball away as he's falling down. Bills still, Bills got pressure again, but just came a little late. Shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers on the screen at the 28-yard line of Buffalo. They are going to hand the ball off. Squeaks through the hole, gets a few. It'll be a 3 or 4 yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 6. So is this a sign of worse things to come? No. We saw 7 rushes, 117 yards. Mike Trout says the Dolphins are running away with the division. Okay. 2nd and 6. Hall gets the ball again. This time he stopped maybe a yard on the play. Good tackle there. Tim Settle on the tackle. It's going to be 3rd and 5. Another 3rd and 5. Get off field. Force a field goal. To be honest, this might be 4-down territory. 6.5 to go. 13-6. 3rd and 5. What's a field goal get you? You're still down 4. This might be 4-down territory for the Jets. From the 23. Bills showing blitz. 6 on the line. They both peel out. And it's a catch inside the 10. It's going to be 1st and goal, Jets. Wilson with the catch. Only his 3rd catch of the day. 6 minutes to go. Jets making it interesting. Making it interesting. We remember that touchdown ties this game, though, right? I believe that this is week 1. Wilson, he's going to take off, and he's going to get inside the 5. So it's going to be 2nd and goal from the 3. Not a lot of flags today. I'll say that much. I believe it's week 1. I believe we're playing a better defense. I believe we have a better defense than the Chargers. That's all the things I believe. Remember what I said? Gary, if you're listening, remember what I said, though? Just pointing that out. Remember what I said? 2nd goal from inside the 5 at the 3.5. Single back set for the Jets. They're going to throw it. Oh, what a catch! White deflected it, and it was still caught. Good catch. Wilson with the catch. 3-yard touchdown. White was there, had the coverage. He even tipped it. 8 plays, 57 yards, 4 minutes, 48 seconds, and we are an extra point away from having a tie game. Wow. Just a good catch. You can't. Not mad at Trey. His hand's right there. His hand's in between Wilson's hands. Just a good catch. Oh, it is still only one game. We lose this game, it's actually still only one game. Delay game on the kicking team, so they have to go back 5 yards and try it again. You get a delay a game on an extra point. That's first level bad. Like, no matter what happens, we're either 0-1 or 1-0 after this game. I don't know if you guys know that. If we were blowing out the Jets, we still would have been 1-0. Like, the Cowboys right now are 1-0. Happy for them. Good for them. But they're 1-0. So now it becomes a longer extra point attempt. And it's still good. Thank you for wasting my time, Jets. Thank you for wasting my time. Yeah, it's a good catch. Like, I'm not upset about what Wilson did there. Or what Wilson. Well, I'm not upset about what Wilson did. I am upset about it because I'm a Bills fan. But if you're a Jets fan, you're upset about what Wilson did there. And I'm not upset about what White did there. So yeah, we'll see how Allen responds. Obviously, he hasn't done a good job responding so far. So I'm not expecting too much. I'm not excited about the prospect. But we'll see what Allen does. I don't recall saying I'd be happy to be 1-0. I don't recall that. I'll have to look back, but I don't recall that. But whatever. You continue to make up your own script if you want, because that's what you're doing, and that's fine. We had the number 2 offense last year. We did. And do you remember the games against the Jets last year? Not great. I remember those games against the Jets last year. Not great. Our offense didn't put up stellar numbers in those games either. So, no offense in the second half. I agree. What excuse have I made? What excuse have I made? You're the one coming up with everything. What excuse have I made? Have I made a single excuse for Josh Allen? Calling the Jets a good defense is actually factual, not an excuse. I've actually yelled at Josh Allen because it's his job to take care of the ball, no one else's, when he has the ball. Like, okay, I've made excuses. You're right. I've been giving them excuses all night long. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. I've been saying how he got hurt on that one sack that's been brought up. Was that play call or is that last interception on Allen? All 3 interceptions are just on Allen, in my opinion. All 3 of them. Like, I don't know if like number 3 for the Jets, Jordan Whitehead, I don't know if he's doing his best John Cena impression and you can't see him, or Josh Allen can't see him. I can see him. I can see him just fine every time he jumps the route and picks it off. But yeah. I don't know. Because again, you have Sauce Gardner, on the other side, doing a good job against Davis or Diggs, whoever he's been on. 4-5 to go in the fourth quarter. Bills get the ball, tie game. So none of that matters. You need to have amnesia if you're the quarterback. Not me. I'll remember. But apparently I'll make excuses. So Bills are going to start with the ball at the 25-yard line. That's not an excuse. That's where they're going to start with the ball, though. Just so everyone's aware. That's factual again. Just pointing that out. What's going on? Let's go, Allen. Allen just needs to check it down and maybe run the ball a little bit more. I mean, all 3 of these are on Allen. He needs to realize that the third one, more so than the first 2, is bad ball placement, like terrible ball placement. The first 2 are just stupid because you're throwing in double coverage. First Jet with 3 interceptions in the game since Ty Law. Allen fumbles the ball, picks it up. It's fumbled again. Is that the 4th turnover for the Jets? Yes, it is. And Allen's good. Yeah. There was a fumbled snap. The Jets get it back. And the Jets have the ball. Now there's a fight breaking out. Now there's a fight breaking out between Spencer Brown and a bunch of players. Who cares? Just get off the field. Like the whole team, just get off the field. It was a bobbled snap, I guess. Wow. Oh, good thing it's just Josh Allen right between his hands. Good thing Josh Allen's the captain of his team because he's definitely making sure the ship sinks pretty fast. The ship is sinking. If I'm the Jets, I keep running it. 4:35 to go. Just run the ball. Just run the ball, kick the field goal, and play defense for whatever time's left. But I don't see this Buffalo Bills defense stopping the Jets right now with how much they've been on the field in the second half. Yeah, you lose turnover battle 4-1, you're going to lose most games. You're going to lose most games. Wow. And if you're a Bills fan, you're just stunned. You are just stunned. 4:51 to go. Fourth turnover by Josh Allen. Josh Allen's why we lost this game, if we lose. Heavy run set to the left side for the Jets. And he runs up the middle, gets about 6 yards. That's what you're going to do. Breece Hall up middle, 6 yards. Nowhere to go but up, I guess. Well, you hope so. You hope so. Maybe the Bills can stop him to a field goal and we can get a touchdown and win 2016. I'm just saying that's what I called to start the game. So if you weren't here at the beginning of the game. So, 2nd and 4. Heavy run set to the right this time. Bill showing blitz. They run the ball again. Dances in the backfield. Breece Hall's going to get enough. No, he's going to be short. So it's going to be 3rd and short. 4 minutes to go. Under 4 minutes to go now in the game. Jets at the 17 for a 3rd and 1. Like, the way the Jets have been running the ball, you just run the ball here. You just run the ball here. And if you don't get it, you might run the ball again. I understand the idea of taking the lead, whatever, but you understand that Josh Allen's going to turn the ball over again if you give it to him. So 3:30 to go. Let the clock run. If you're a Jet, you just let the clock run. You don't snap this ball outside 5 seconds on the play clock. Run up the middle. It's going to be enough for a first down. Forward progress gives them the first down. I think it's a bad spot, in my opinion. Any tackles by linebackers? Listen, yes. Not because they're good, but Bernard has like 8 tackles in this game. I think it's a bad spot, but I don't know if they'll give it to him. Maybe not as bad a spot as I thought. Like, it's outside the 22, which is where they need to get to. So it's going to be 4th down. Wow. It's going to be 4th down. Interesting play call here. Brought out the measuring sticks. Bring out the sticks. Nope, it's going to be a first down. No, sorry, 4th down. About two links. 2 links. They're going for it. I'd probably go for it too. But 3 minutes to go. But you see, even though Josh has 4 turnovers today, as a coaching staff, you still say, I'm playing against Josh Allen. We got to go for the win. We got to give him very little time on the clock, if any, for a potential comeback, right? So 4th and 1, this defense of the Bills is very tired. I think this is the right play call. In fact, I would run Wilson right up the gut, and that's what they do, and they get the first down. They got it. They got it. So, yeah, the Bills won't get the ball back at all. They need to start calling their timeouts. 2:40 to go. If I'm the Bills, I'm calling timeout right now. I don't like the fact that McDermott's not using his timeouts. But yeah, there's very little hope if you're a Bills fan right now. Like, I see over here on the ESPN win probability, it says Jets 77%. I think it's at like 85%, if not 90%. They're running it 3 times. They're going to run it this play. It's going to be a 2-minute warning. They have to run on this play, and it's a big loss, which is good, about 4-yard loss. Ed Oliver on the tackle, but it's 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning, 13-13. Jets will have the ball, 2nd and 13 from the 19. Why you're not calling timeouts right now, I don't understand that, but that's okay. So I'm here. We'll have at least a minute 30 in field goal range. Has the Bills offense shown you anything right now that says, oh, we're going to get enough field goal range? Yeah, you run the ball 2 more times. You run the ball 2 more times, kick the field goal, and say, Bills ain't doing it. Bills ain't doing it today. But it's still 13-13, 2 minutes to go. I mean, they can miss the field goal if that's where it goes. This game should have been a gift for us when Rodgers went out. Allen looks like he lost his mojo. You would think so, right? Again, we did lose one time last year without Aaron Rodgers against this Jets team. So, again, I'm not happy about this, guys, but what else can you do? What else can you do? Me yelling at this point probably won't help anything, I don't think. Let's see what Allen's made of. Listen, against a bad defense, we know what Allen's made of. Against this defense, we also know what Allen's made of, but it's not come back in the 4th quarter. It's just not. He's had 2 turnovers on back-to-back plays, right? Throws the interception. They come back out after the touchdown. First play is a fumble. Was it the first play? Was it the first play of that drive? That was the fumble? I think it was. I think it was. After they scored the touchdown, make it 13-13. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But, hey, we still have 2 minutes. Still a tie game. They can miss the field goal. They give us way too much time. And Allen can make something happen miraculously against this Jets defense that's really stopped us the whole second half. Jordan White had 3 interceptions. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. And he got, give them a round of applause, right? Like, give credit where credit's due. Right? 4 turnovers is not going to do it. 2nd and 13. They're going to run the ball. Why would you even move away from the running back? They're running the ball. They run it on 2nd and 13. Give me 3rd and 11. Please tell me you called timeout. You did. 1:56 to go. So you're going to have at least, if you stop them here, you call a 2nd timeout, you'll have a timeout left to see what you can do. I know who the defensive player of the week is going to be. Josh Allen? Oh, man. Yeah. Allen's concussed. It's the first I saw that accusation. I mean, he got thrown down pretty hard on that one play. Yes, he did. You're right. But, I mean, I don't know. All right, 3rd and 12. Shotgun. Don't throw the ball. You're dumb if you throw the ball. I think you're dumb if you throw the ball. Well, I guess it would end the game if you got the 1st down. Yeah, you're dumb if you throw the ball. Got to stop them. All right, 4th down at the 11. Minute 51 to go. You got a timeout. If I'm like, it's kind of disappointing. Like, if I'm Josh, I'm talking to my offense right now, right? Like, we have a shot here. Everyone's like, there's no desperation, there's no desire. Like, just looking at people's faces on the sideline, there's nothing. There's no oomph. You know, a lot of times you'll see Josh Allen just going nuts, yeah, but not this time. Still a nice catch by Wilson. I'm sorry. Still a nice catch by Wilson. But, you know, a lot of times from Allen, you'll see like maybe that mojo, right? That dog. And he's just on the sideline by himself moping. Josh was definitely a problem in this game. Absolutely. Absolutely. Jets kick the field goal, go up 16-13, a minute 48 to go. Let's see what the Bills got. Let's see what they got, if they have anything in the tank. Because let's be honest, even looking at them on the sideline, it doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. His new Hollywood girlfriend, man, he just doesn't care. We'll see. Is she in the crowd? Is she like Tony Romo and Jessica Simpson? Like, you don't want them to be in the same place at the same time? Jets 16-13. Bills only have 70 yards of offense in the whole second half, and we need that on this drive. We need that on this drive. One timeout to go. Davis TD will make my year, says Spin. Wow. Like, okay. Like a Super Bowl will make my year. Anything else than that? No. What do you do? What do you do? All right. Let's see what Josh has. Let's see what Josh has. Six of you in here again. Thank you for joining me. Hopefully you're sticking around for what potentially could be a game-winning drive. But if you've been watching the stream, I don't have my hopes up too much. I really don't. Four turnovers by Josh Allen, and now we're giving him the ball back. Anyone want to say put Kyle Allen in there? I think that's a mistake. But if you want to say it, whatever, it's fine. I see the point. Not like Burrow. Yes, he did. I'm sorry. Yes, he did. Burrow played better than Allen this week, in my opinion. You know, how many interceptions did Burrow throw? Zero. How many fumbles did Burrow have? Zero. Burrow didn't lose them the game. Josh Allen lost us this game if the Bills lose. If the Bills lose. Minute 48 to go. Let's see what happens before we just claim things. Rodgers played better. Hopefully he's all right. I'm glad extras are negative. And hopefully he can play next week for the Jets, who at this point might be 1-0. All right. Going to be a touchback. Let's see. So thinking about Tyler Bass, you get to the 35, you know, you have a realistic shot in these weather conditions to kick a field goal. So what, 50 yards? 50 yards. Allen plays for the Jets. It wouldn't be hard to convince me because he has 4 big plays for the Jets right now. I think that's more than like he has the Diggs play. You know, like how many big plays does he have in Buffalo right now? 25 of 32. So very few passes have hit the ground. Allen stepping up, going to take off with his legs, and going to get to 32. 7 yards isn't going to do much, Allen. Like 7 yards just isn't going to do much. 1:35 clock ticking, tick, tick, tick at the 32. Diggs, you need to hurry up. Again, no tempo here. 5 wide receiver set. Allen shotgun formation. Blitz coming. Throws it to the outside. Caught by Davis. It's going to be a first down. Let's go to 39, a minute 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. For all as sad as we have been as Bills fans sitting and watching this, if the Bills somehow win this game after everything bad that's happened, that's be a good sign, right? Allen going deep over the middle, caught by Diggs into Jets territory to the 47. Hey, all right, now show that moment between Diggs and Allen. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Into Jets territory, 42 seconds. And throws to the outside to Diggs. He gets out of bounds. Here we go. They're saying offensive pass interference, which, well, you need to call a timeout then. Call a timeout so you don't get the 10-second runoff. You have to call that timeout now. They didn't say anything about the 10-second runoff yet. I don't like that call. I'm sorry. I mean, okay. If you're calling that, you're calling that a lot. If you're calling that, you're calling that a lot. The Bills still have the one. They didn't do the 10-second runoff. Right now they're getting together probably. Oh, the Jets call timeout. That's odd. That's odd. Why? I guess to kind of get ready for a 1st and 20 now. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the offensive pass interference call. Not a huge fan of it. Again, if you're calling that, then you're calling a lot of offensive pass interference calls. Second half drives, interception, punt, interception, fumble. 4 turnovers, ties a career high for Allen. They're not doing the 10-second runoff though, which I think Cameron's right. There should be a 10-second runoff or on spin. I think you're right. Back inside Buffalo Bill territory at the 48-yard line, 4 wide receivers set. Now the running back and tight end on Josh Allen's side go on the line. Allen looking deep downfield, caught. Call timeout. Diggs with the catch with 28 seconds left. Back into Jets territory. It's not first down unless you were looking for the official. Bills call timeout with 28 seconds left. So now you got to be smart here. Might have time for 2 more plays and then a field goal attempt. At the 42, maybe the 43-yard line. What do you mean I have something to blame loss on? Okay. I'm blaming this loss on Josh Allen. That's who I'm blaming this loss on. Raider Nation comes in. Thank you for the $5 donation. Well, I would love to be there. So I will give me your information and I will let you know what we can do. Shotgun formation. Again, thank you for a $5 donation. Allen, 2nd and 5 from the 42, 29 seconds. 3 wide receivers. Diggs with the catch inside the 35 to a 32. Let's spike the ball. Spike the ball. Don't just get it where Bass likes it either. Like, please, 16 seconds. You have time for a play both in and out of bounds. Again, Raider Nation, yeah. Give me a second here. Which email address do I want to use? Give you my email address. Email me. I'm going to put in the comment section. Let me make sure that's right, though, because I don't remember my own emails. 16 seconds to go. We're at the Jets' 32-yard line, so we're in field goal range. Do not take a sack. Just don't take a sack. Shotgun, 5 wide receiver set, 3 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Allen has time to throw. Throw it deep. Out of bounds. 10 seconds to go. Do you run another play or do you kick the field goal? Do you run another play or just kick the field goal now? 10 seconds to go. I don't like a 48-yard field goal. I really don't in this right now. I don't like them showing bullshit stats like that either. I just don't. 5 for 5, whatever. Stop jinxing my team. Running another play, you better make sure you get the flip out of bounds. I don't know, like, the Jets call timeout. You imagine a pre-snap 5-yard penalty to take him back 5 yards or something stupid? Like, what are you doing with 10 seconds left? That you're going to do a quick out to your wide receiver? I just don't know. Do a wide receiver screen that gets picked off for your 5th turnover of the day. Please be that dumb. He'll chuck it to number 3 again, though? Like, who's he chucking it to? I don't like this. I don't like this at all. We have no timeouts. All this to gain 3-4 yards? Swear. 6 seconds left. 4th and 10. At least if it was 3rd down, if there was a bad snap, well, we probably wouldn't be able to get another field goal off anyway. But well, maybe. I mean, the holder could be smart and throw it if it's a bad snap or something. I hate all these statistics coming up right now. I hate all of them. Are we going to have overtime, the first Monday night game? 50-yard field goal. Ice in his veins. Tyler Bassett's. God! It's going off the upright. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Wow. No double doink in New Jersey. No double doink in New Jersey. And the Bills tie the game. Wow. Wow. Tyler Bass, all cool. I had no doubts. Of course it was going in. Yikes. All right. So we're going to lose the coin toss, right? We're going to lose the coin toss. This game might end a tie. The way this game's going, this game might end a tie. Oh, my Atlanta? Is that what that means? Oh, my gosh. So you can ball out of the end zone, right? Like, don't be stupid. Just kick it out of the end zone. It's fine. Let Breece Hall run at 75 yards to win the game. All right, spin. The OT rules are that the first team to possess it, if they kick a field goal, the other team gets a chance at the ball. The new rule about if they score a touchdown, the other team still gets a chance only applies to the playoffs. So if the Jets get the ball first, because they're going to, because we're going to lose the coin toss, because that's what the Bills do, and they score a touchdown, they still win the game. The extra possessions only count or only go into effect in the playoffs. So if the Jets or Bills get the ball first and score a touchdown, the game's over. If one of the teams gets the ball first and scores a field goal, the other team then gets one chance. And if they score a field goal, it's sudden death at that point. Why do I torture myself? At this point, a tie is a win. A tie is never a win. A tie is a tie. But, how does it go when white men can't jump? How's it go when white men can't jump? Sometimes you win. And sometimes you lose. And sometimes you tie. Like, I forget how it goes on White Men Can't Jump, but it's pretty funny. If you haven't seen that movie, I haven't seen it in a long time. I'm going to watch that tonight still. 10 minutes. It's at 15. Each team has 2 timeouts. It does say each team has opportunity to possess. So maybe I'm wrong about what I understood about the overtime rule. But the idea in a 16-16 game that both teams are going to score touchdowns is kind of nuts to me, personally. But we'll see. Matakovic comes out for the coin toss. Josh Allen has no luck at this, so maybe Matakovic will. What are you calling? What are you calling? Tell me what you're calling in the comment section. You calling heads or tails? Heads or tails? You have 1 overtime coin toss for your life. You calling heads or tails? Win the game. Yes! Let's go! We win the coin toss. Now let's win the game. We win the coin toss. Listen, Tom Takovic just won himself a job on this team. Matavic, however you say his name, I don't care right now. He just won himself a job. This is our year. We just win everything. We just win. All I do is win, no matter what. Although we might still lose this game, whatever. Damar Hamlin's pumped. He didn't have to play. Overtime. The last game of week 1. Who wouldn't want a little extra? Who wouldn't want a little extra? Man. Insane. I'm texting Paul Mara to see if they're doing post-game still. To let you guys know, I need Davis to get T-spin. Still on the Davis TD all day. Davis TD all day. Oh, my goodness. They couldn't just let us lose 16-13 and let me go to bed, huh? I guess nobody wants doing this. Yeah. And it's 0 for 4 in OT. Shut up, Spin! Just shut up. You shut your mouth when I'm talking to you. You shut your mouth when you're talking to me? Yeah, you shut your mouth when you're talking to me. I started the stream with this Wedding Crashers reference. Now we're close to the end. Might as well continue with the reference. Kick is in the air and overtime is underway. And this might come as a shock to nobody, but we're starting at the 25-yard line. 67 of you in here to watch overtime of the game between the Buffalo Bills and the New York/Jersey Jets. What more could you ask for, right? What more could you ask for? The fact that it's 4 turnovers and we're still going to OT says a lot about Buffalo's defense. It does. It really does. And the Jets' offense is pretty bad too. But 29-39, 236, a touchdown, 3 interceptions. Beautiful. Shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers, a tight end. At the end is Knox. That's a false start. That's a false start. That's a false start. Spencer Brown. We'd be a liability all season long. We'd be a liability all season long. First and 15 now. 10 minutes to go still in overtime. Insane. Touchdown wins the game. See, I thought so. Both teams don't have a chance for that. So that's overtime. That's in playoffs. All right, Allen over the middle. Incomplete. Intended for Knox. Low to the ground. So it's 2nd and 15. 9:57 to go. John Taylor gets away with those. Yeah, that was pretty bad on Thursday, right? Knox could have caught that. Come on, Knox. That's put in a good spot, I think. Now that I saw the replay, that's put in a good spot. Knox needs to catch that. That's why we got Kincaid. Put him in the game. 2 wide receivers top of the screen, Kincaid and Knox at the bottom, and they do run it on a halfback delay. Stupid shit. Just stupid shit. It's a 3-yard gain on 2nd and 15. Whoop-de-woo! I'm going to flip this table. Man, you've been around J17. I would say you have no idea, but you have an idea how much I hate that run call. 3 wide receivers top screen, 1 to the bottom. Now rolls out, passes incomplete, intended for Diggs. No flag. And so the Bills will punt with 9:21 to go. Don't even get 1 first down. Don't even try. Like a terrible play call. That run is a terrible play call. Try to force it to Diggs. Not there. Went between his hands. You need a good punt here. It's not a good punt at all. Going to be returnable from 35 into Bills territory. They're in field goal range. This might be the end of the game right here. They might score on the kick return. Yeah, they're going to score a touchdown on the kick return then in this game. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And Salah's out there? Wow. And that's how we lose, ladies and gentlemen. And the Buffalo Bills go to 0-1 on the season. 4 turnovers by Josh Allen. Josh Allen now 0-5 in overtime. Jets 1-0. We're 0-1 in the division. Aaron Rodgers goes out, and we still can't win this game. Like, Aaron Rodgers goes out, and we still can't win this game. You've got to be kidding me. Zach Wilson played well enough, right? Like, Zach Wilson played well enough to win this game. Wow. Well, Paul Maher will be live for postgame. I can't, like, we don't even give our defense a chance to get back on the field. Our defense played well, guys. I mean, yeah, we allowed some big runs to with Hall. I get that. We allowed 16 points. They allowed 16 points on 4 turnovers. As D. Roberts said, like, you can't do much better than that. Yeah, Allen was awful this game. Awful this game. And I'm not mad at Sam Martin for not trying to make a better tackle. He's the punter. Like, I'm not mad at him at all. What can you do? Like, what can you do there? And what it mattered, they're at the 10. Hopefully this turns out to be the same thing as hopefully it turns to like the same thing that that the Dolphins winning week 3 last year turned into, right? Like, good for them. This was their Super Bowl. Good for them. Let's hope that's what this is. I'm not saying that is what this is. So, but, you know, I talked at the beginning of the broadcast, right, about how, or earlier in the broadcast, about how when the Lions won, they treated it like a normal win, right? Like, they won and they were expected to win. Jets didn't do that here. So, I don't know why they keep looking at the replay like something happened. I don't see anything happening here. They think that's a trip? That's not a trip. But even if they're looking at something, it doesn't matter. There were no flags on the field. So, but yeah, Paul Maher will be live for post game. Luckily, I don't have to do it. I don't have to talk about it. All right. Take your hats off to the Jets. I already took mine off, so I don't have to do it again. And prepare for week 2 against the Raiders, I guess. But yeah. You know, I in my too early predictions, I predicted the Jets to win this one, so I can't say I'm totally surprised, but it sucks. It sucks. All right, guys. Well, again, it is just one loss. We'll throw ourselves off a bridge for the rest of the week until next week when we play the Raiders. And I'll be live for that. Be live Wednesday, or not live. Yeah, live for Razor Sharp Picks on Wednesday night. So you can join me for that. Not a great week for my picks either. But we'll keep plugging along. and see if we can do better. Thanks for joining me on this edition of #Sports game coverage of the game between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. Jets win this one 22-16 in overtime. Again, Paul Morrow live shortly after this to give their post-game reactions. It is just one loss, but it hurts, especially a division loss. But we'll take it in stride and see what happens next week. I'll talk to you all soon. Until I do, go Bills.
Hello, fellow Bills fans. Sean Rodgers, realtor and lead of the Mr. Rogers Homes team. Did you know that real estate is one of the best ways to build wealth, and right now is one of the best times to own an investment property in Arizona? Please reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to answer any of your questions so we can take the next step to your financial freedom here in the Valley of the Sun, utilizing real estate. As always, God bless America and go Buffalo!